Hello, hello. How are we today, everyone? How's it going? How was our Tuesday? Did we have a good time? Was it okay? Was it awful? I know it's only one day in between, but I feel like so many things change. Howdy, howdy, Seven. I feel you. Oh my God, when you said the days are blurring together, I feel that a little too strongly. Like, you want to know how much they're blurring together and how much I sympathize with you? I slept through yesterday. So I didn't have a Tuesday. You're not supposed to do that! I slept 15 hours. I think I went to bed at at the latest noon yesterday, and I woke up at 3 a.m. today. I slept 2 full sleep cycles, because you're supposed to get 8 hours, so I went for 15, almost 2 full sleep cycles in one day. So I didn't have a Tuesday, so I'm already have insomnia, so that shit's wild, but it is how it is. Is it time? Hello, gal, it is time. Just a little nap? Lucky? Listen, it is not lucky, okay? I'm a bitch who needs her circadian rhythm, and I'm already up at weird hours of the night. So I hate it. I hate it feeling, because, okay, in all honesty, it's fine, right? But the problem is that neurodivergent anxiety then goes, you wasted a whole day. You should have been working. What are you doing? Right, you know what I mean? So, if I didn't have anxiety brain, I'd be fine. Because I'd be like, oh, I slept. Cool. My body must have needed it. But anxiety brain tells me I'm a loser and I'm worthless because I didn't get anything done and I'm lazy and I slept. So, the endless cycle. Say bye-bye to sleep schedules. Literally goodbye sleep schedules. They don't fucking exist anymore. Longest nap of mine was 26 to 27 hours. Oh my God, gal. That's wild. That is you do understand that is crazy, right? Boy, hiccups are right in front and center today. I like sleeping. Oh, I feel that. I feel that so strongly. My problem, okay, here's my problem. And I don't know if maybe, gal, tell me if you feel this. My problem is not necessarily because people are often like, well, if you sleep for that long, don't you feel tired during the day? And maybe that's why you need to sleep. Also, the camera's having hard trouble with me today. Your work is not your worth if it helps. I know, Theta. I know, and I appreciate you. It's just anxiety brain. So people are like, so you must be tired during the day, and so then you sleep, and you just need to sleep a long time, and your body needs to rest. I'm not tired. My problem is on a normal day's schedule, right? Let's say you're supposed to get 8 hours of sleep, you're awake the rest of the time. On that type of a schedule, I am not tired when it comes to the time that I'm supposed to go to sleep to get the 8 hours. I'm not tired. It doesn't matter how early I've woken up. I'm just not tired. So then if I try to go to bed, I'm going to be awake, lying there for another 2 hours, doing nothing. And so then part of me is like, well, I'm just going to stay awake until I'm so exhausted I need to fall. I will literally fall asleep because my body's forcing me to fall asleep, which is bad. But I'm not tired, and I don't know what to do because I'm like, how do I sleep when I'm not tired? Y'all are crazy because I'll go to sleep at 1 to 2 a.m. and still wake up at 6 a.m.? 7, I could never. I'm with Gal. Mornings are not for me. I am with Gal. Absolutely not. I don't know how the fuck anyone wakes up before 8 a.m. That shit's crazy to me. I remember having to do that in high school and I wanted to kill myself every second of every day. That's wild. Good for you being a morning person, 7. Good for you, because I could never. I get it. It's by definition irrational, but it's very persuasive. Yeah, Theta, yeah. That's one of those things where, sometimes, if I ever were to get diagnosed, sometimes I think I lean towards OCD because sometimes those compulsive thoughts are, really strong. But you know, it is what it is. If it would help me sleep, then I would go get diagnosed, but I don't know. I get some alone time before my roomies wake up. Oh, that's fair. See, okay, I could see that if you are purposefully like scheduling, I know this would be alone time. I'm going to set an alarm. I'm going to get up at 6. I'm going to enjoy my time. I could see that. But if you're saying you just naturally wake up at 6 a.m., that's crazy talk. In what world do you don't have an alarm? See, that's crazy. That is crazy. How do you naturally wake up at 6 a.m., bro? That shit's what? Do you have sunlight? Like, are your blinds open? Does sunlight enter your room? Because that would wake me up. I will say, when I was on a correct circadian rhythm, natural sunlight does wake me up. And that is the one thing that I miss about working a traditional, like, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. job, is my sleep schedule was amazing because I would leave my blinds open because I was on, like, the 7th floor, and the sunlight would wake me up. And it was amazing. And my circadian rhythm was God tier. It's the one thing I miss. I haven't done it since high school either. Right, Theta? Right? Exactly. More than half my window is blocked? See, that's crazy. I don't know how you do that. More power to you. I wish I had the Wow, the camera's having a real hard time today. Jeez, let me get the microphone out of the shot. Maybe that'll help. Jesus Christ. Damn, bro. He's having a hard time. My lord. Yeah, he's not happy with me today. I don't know. Maybe I wore too dark of clothes. I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy. Without natural light or an alarm, I cannot imagine just casually waking up at 6 a.m. That is crazy. That is crazy. Granted, I woke up at 3 a.m. today, but again, that's because I slept 15 hours straight. Since college. Yeah, that's fair. Theta, I had the lucky ability of mostly being able to schedule like every single class in college. So I scheduled no classes for 8 a.m. Every class started the earliest at 9. I was like, absolutely not. No classes at 8. 6 a.m. strikes and I just fucking rise. 7, I picture you like a fucking vampire in a coffin and you're just like, 6 a.m. is here. I must attend my duties. That's fire. Wait, I love that for you. That's God tier. I'm so glad that you are able to do that. I need to draw that. Literally, that is such what I picture. 6 a.m. strikes and I strike back. Same, gal. Same. No, I'll be honest. I sleep through everything. People don't believe me. I would sleep through the house burning down. Like, you would find me in my bed dead because I did not wake up. Because the problem is, I don't wake up for anything. My phone doesn't go into silent. My phone stays on. Text messages, phone calls, alerts, alarms. I will sleep through all of it. Sometimes if I'm having a good, if I've been on a good circadian rhythm, I have a good sleep schedule, I'm keeping a pattern, then I will wake up to alarms. But there are many a days where I will set 6 alarms hours apart. Not like every 10 minutes. Like hours apart. So one alarm will go off for 10 minutes in a sequence of an hour. And then the second alarm will go off 10 minutes in the sequence every single time, right? And I'll sleep through all of them. I do not wake up. People can yell, people can scream, people can be getting shot. I sleep. I don't know, man. You have to physically touch me to wake me up, or I will wake up, with heat exhaustion. That's the worst, is sometimes I genuinely will wake up with, heat exhaustion, and I'll get out of my bed and I'll pass out on the floor because I'm so overheated. And dehydrated. But that's the only thing that can wake me up. If it's super, super bad, sometimes needing to pee can wake me up. But usually by that point I've already had enough sleep. So, kind of depends. Nosferatu style, where you stand up in the casket. Literally, Theta, that's how I picture 7. When they're talking about just 6 a.m. and they're awake, I picture it Nosferatu style. Genuinely, I am awake. 6 a.m. I usually need 2 alarms, one to wake up my body and one to wake up my brain. That's fair. That's fair. If it's a good day or a normal average day, I have 2 alarms. I subconsciously, but consciously, because I remember doing it, will turn off the first one, wake up to the second. Sometimes I will need to pee, and that'll wake me up. Great. But if it's not a neutral day, if it's anything below an average day, I will sleep through every alarm. And I don't know if I'm subconsciously turning them off in my sleep. I have no idea. But I sleep through them like hours. Like I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. thinking it was 3 p.m. on Tuesday because that's when I was supposed to wake up. And then I looked at my clock and it said Wednesday. And I was like, what? How is it Wednesday? Well, turn out. I haven't beaten you, gal. You have the record, though. So I've only beaten the 24-hour record when I was sick, but I don't count sick. If you're sick, your body's gonna force your ass to sleep. So sickness doesn't count. Sleep deprived can count, but sickness can't count. So I've never beaten your record, gal. You still got the record at 26. That was a good nap, though. It was a couch nap. Oh, fair. Yeah, okay. Couch naps are nice. Boo, hello, Lemo ma'am. How are you? How's it going? Hello. Which one of this alternate accounts is this? I never remember. Because you got 2 accounts, don't you? Which one are you? I returned from the dead. Nice. It's Lushy, okay. Alright, how you doing, Lushy? I got your Discord message. Thank you for the recipe. I think I'm going to try it. I will probably not try it Saturday, though, because we're going to be baking gingerbread and molasses. So I'm going to save your garlic bread for, like, a day when I don't have anything to do. Which is never, but... Glad you're alive, Lush. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're here. We love you. We love that you're functioning. That's all I can say, really. But I don't know how long we'll go on Saturday. Maybe we'll have time to make bread. I don't know, because bread, you have to let rise, right? So the thought process would be I would make it, and then so, I guess this is Rachel lore. One of the reasons I don't have bread is because you have to let it rise for so long. 2, I make shower bread. So, bread has to rise in really, really high heat. The only place I can get it that hot is my shower. So, I will make the bread, put it in the bowl, and then put the bowl in my shower. And I have my little, that I use for the booth. I got the little thermometer thing. So I'll make sure it's the right temperature, and then I'll close the door, because it's a glass door shower. That's why it gets so hot. And I'll leave it in there for hours, and then it makes it rise, and then I have it. So I don't know if I can do it on stream, because A, it's shower bread, and B, it takes forever. My house has been 80 to 90 degrees for 2 weeks. Bro, you could bake bread. You wouldn't need the shower. Or on top of your fridge or inside your oven, they're not hot enough. So I have a mini fridge, so it's not tall enough to be hot enough, and I live in the basement, so any temperature down here is really cool. Better than my shower ramen? Nah, bruh. Actually, yeah, it probably is better than your shower ramen, actually, because I don't actually get water in the bread. It's just steam. I don't use, like, the shower. Do you put shower water in your ramen? Because now I'm a little concerned. Fun fact, my garlic bread uses pizza dough. It doesn't need heat to rise. Oh. You could also rise it overnight in the fridge. I've never had success with that, gal. I was a poor college student. I had no microwave. See, I've never had success with that kind of stuff. I've only ever had success with put the dough in a bowl, cover the bowl, put it in darkness and high heat, and leave it for like 6 to 8 hours, and then it rises. I've never had success putting dough in like regular on the counter or in the sun or in the fridge. That's never worked for me, but maybe I'm using the wrong bread recipes. Maybe that's why it doesn't work. Because I do kind of, like, y'all know I'm not good at this. I literally just Google bread recipe. And I use whatever the easiest one looks like. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just using the wrong recipe. Are those, like, active dry yeast recipes? Because that's usually the ones I use, are the active dry yeast. And they taste delicious. Don't get me wrong. My shower bread is fire. My shower bread is so good. I really want to learn how to make the cinnamon butter that, is it Outback? Is it Texas Roadhouse? I want to learn how to make the cinnamon butter. And then I have bread and cinnamon butter and, And then I can make glazed rolls. I want to do that. At least with my bread, you just need 5 minutes of patience. Interesting. There's a focaccia bread recipe that rises in the fridge. It is active dry yeast and is easy to make. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I'm usually just trying to make regular loaves and shit. Although I do want to... Have you guys seen on TikTok the ones where they, like, carve them while it's still dough and they, like, color it in, like, food dye to make it look like things? I want to try that so badly. Oh my god, I want to try that. I think that'd be fun to play with. I know our cookie, speaking of, like, fun designs, I'm going to try and do as much designing as possible on Saturday. The ingredients are ordered, so Saturday should be good to go. We're making titty cookies for Gal's birthday. We're making a cat cookie for TK's birthday. And we're going to try and sculpt a fucking dragon for my birthday. I don't know how that's going to go. And I only got vanilla frosting. I got 2 cans of it. But I'm going to try and put it in like a plastic bag and see if I can make a piping bag. I have always been notoriously shit with making piping bags. Like, they're horribly do not work. I don't know what I do, but they don't work. But I'm going to try and make one and see if we can do pipings. What if you did a red dough so your stuff looks like gory guts? Ooh, that'd be cool. That'd be so awesome. I would love that, Gal. I would love to make red dough bread. That'd be fire. I know what cookie I'm making for my birthday. Lemon. Lemo, do you have, or Lushy, or whatever you want to be chatted with while you're in this username, do you have a July birthday? Because we're celebrating July birthdays on Saturday. So if you do, I'll add you to the cookie list. But in all honesty, I'm probably going to make a lemon cookie anyways. So we can just say it's yours. We can just say it's yours. Not like lemon is in flavor, but lemon shape. Because I'm going to have to do most of the shapes by hand, regardless. Because my cookie cutter shapes are weird. Because I just use whatever's in the house. So some of them are like wedding ones. Some of them are animal ones. Some of them are baby shower ones. I just use whatever's in the house. There are giant letters. I don't think I'm going to do giant letters, but there are giant letters. I'll get back to you in November. Okay. No worries. We're probably going to try and shape a lemon anyways. Also, I found out I don't have parchment paper. I only have wax paper. And I did not think to add parchment paper to the ingredient list. So I'm not going to put wax paper in the oven because I know y'all told me that shit lights on fire. So I won't put that in the oven. I'm going to line the countertop with that and then put flour on it, I think. Or in all honesty, I don't know if you guys think it's gross. I kind of just want to cover the countertop in flour and then just cut and roll dough on the countertop. Like, I don't feel like I want to put wax paper down because it slides everywhere. I don't know. If you did the S out of the giant letters, you could do your dragon. Ooh, good idea, actually, Gal. We could do the S and make a dragon. That's a good idea. New emotes. Yeah, I got them for June for Pride. They're not mine personally. They're free emotes from someone on Ko-Fi, I think. But they're real cute. I wanted some Pride cats in there. A giant S would be good for the snakes. See, Dadley's thinking it too. Okay, so we're gonna see if they have an S. That's what professional bakers do? Okay, so I might just line the counter with flour and then do it that way. My only concern with lining the counter, I might give myself more cancer because I use the same counter for resin. The counter's thoroughly cleaned every time, but it is the same counter. So doing it directly on the counter might give me more cancer. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hell yeah, Dadley. Same wavelength. Yeah. Fair. Do I have a cutting board? I do have a cutting board, but I usually use it for raw meat. So I've only ever used it for like raw chicken, raw beef, things that you're like not supposed to contaminate with other things, and it's wood. So I don't know how well it cleans and holds. I clean it every time, but yummy, yummy. Yeah, exactly. Cancer gingerbread. Yummy, yummy. We love it. We'll see. I think maybe I can get the wax paper to stay if I like tape it to the edge of the counters. Because guys, I flip it and use it for dough. Oh, good idea. Flipping it over. I do have only ever used one side. Okay, I could do that. I could flip it over. That could work. That could work. But I figured out the internet lied to me. I don't know if you guys know this, but the internet lies to people. Crazy. So back when I was trying to run, when I was still getting the stuff for our TTRPG campaign, Google had told me that the computer, I know, Lushy, the internet lies. So Google had told me that a single computer can't recognize multiple web cameras at the same time. Technically, I believe that's true. However, OBS can. And I was worried that, well, they're the same webcam, so maybe it won't work. Not only can OBS recognize multiple webcams plugged into the same computer, it can recognize the exact same type of webcam plugged in multiple times to the same computer. Because I was like, I still have extra computers here from when we were filming the TTRPG. I'm going to plug in multiple webcams and see if I can figure out how to stream all of them into OBS because I want to have multiple shots for Saturday. I was like, you know what, let me play with my single computer. It won't work, but I'll plug them in. I plug in 2 of my webcams. Mind you, I have 3 of the exact same in order to shoot this campaign, so they're not different. They're the exact same ones. Plug in 2 of them. OBS recognizes both of them, just straight out of my laptop as 2 different USB video sources. So our stream on Saturday is going to be so high tech. I hope y'all are proud of me. I have one camera that is like full body shot, the entire countertop mixing ingredients camera, and it's got the oven in the shot. And then I have one camera pointed down at the countertop where we're cutting cookies and rolling dough. So you can see all the cookie shapes and you can see the icing. Now it's a little bit of an angle because I can't hang it from the ceiling, but you'll get to see it all. So we're gonna have 2 fucking shots, 2 camera angles for Saturday. So I'm so proud of myself. We're gonna be so high tech, y'all. So high tech. I'm gonna be cooking with y'all? Are you serious, Leshy? Are you coming on Saturday? It starts at 7 p.m., but we probably won't get started right away. So everybody, no worries if you show up a little later. And also, I should warn y'all ahead of time. Y'all kind of already know. I don't do anything delicate. I don't do anything gentle. I also don't do anything fast. So literally, it could be midnight, even though we start at 7 p.m., and I will have barely mixed the fucking ingredients because I am slow. I'm making the bread. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You better send us results. Lushy, you better send us results. To everybody who's baking with us or cooking with us on Saturday, whether you're baking what I'm baking or whether you're making your own stuff like Lushy with the bread, I want pictures in the fucking Discord when it's done. And even progress pictures are fine. I will? Good. You better. I want progress pictures of everybody's work. I want Saturday's stream to be like we are fucking Cutie Cinderella, where everybody's in the Discord sending their progress pictures, and we're like, we're pretending to actually be good at baking. Like, I need to be the goth Cutie Cinderella, okay? Let's get it done. I got a picture of bread from yesterday. Send it to me. Put it in that Discord. I don't have Discord open at the moment, but I'll see if the computer will let me. I had to update so many things because I couldn't get my Joy-Cons to connect. And y'all have been so amazing showing up to these streams that we have not played my game in like 3 streams straight, which again is a good thing because if I can talk to y'all the whole night, that is my preference. So it's been amazing, but I always like to have the video game hooked up just in case, right? In case people can't make it, in case people can't chat that long, in case I end up having a late stream, etc., etc. And I could not get the Joy-Cons hooked up Could not get them hooked up to save my life. So I had to update everything today. But I got it. We got it working. We got it functioning. So we're okay. Also, if you guys checked the community campaign tab, I posted a little sneak peek while I was editing the first episode. I look hot as fuck. That's all I'm saying. It's just a screenshot of me in my GM seat and then a bit of our overlay background. You slay! Thank you! I really liked that picture. I really liked that outfit. It's the first time I've worn that outfit. And if y'all know, I'm skinny and I have no titties. Now, I love having no titties. But the problem is, when you then wear strapless, there is nothing here. It no hold. It go everywhere. So this poor little strapless one piece. It's a leotard, unitard, bodysuit, whatever you want to call it. I love one pieces. This gorgeous red strapless one piece is sexy. And I wanted to wear it for the first episode because, y'all, the first episode is the best episode. If you don't watch any of the others, I promise you, watch the first one. Even if you have to watch the first one in segments, where you're like, I watch an hour one night, next week I watch another hour, that's fine. But the first episode is killer. Oh my god, it's so good. But anyways, I was like, I want to look hot. So there's so much body tape on the boobs of this outfit. That literally, it's so funny because I think it held it up. I hope I don't have any booby shots in that first episode. We'll see. Oh my god, Lushy, this bread is gorgeous. Oh my god, Lushy, that looks delicious. Holy shit, I can't wait to see pictures for Saturday because that bread looks so good. Oh my god. We need to have a movie night in the Discord? Yo. We absolutely do need to have movie nights and shit. I 100% agree. Listen, like I said, I want this Saturday to start our regular Saturday streams. So the plan is we're going to be continuing doing Saturday streams from here on out. I think I'm going to keep it at 7 p.m. if everybody would feel more comfortable with that rather than a 9 p.m. on a Saturday. That's up to you guys. Totally up to y'all, but I plan on keeping Saturday streams going after this Saturday, so maybe we can make Saturdays like movie nights. Like watch-alongs. I don't know if there's any good watch-along platforms. Are there any watch-along platforms where, like, I can pause the movie for everyone? Because if we're gonna do watch-alongs, I need the ability to talk through it. Like, we're gonna need the ability to laugh and pause and talk. And I know, like, Rabbit used to be a watch-along platform, but it's not good anymore. Discord? Is Discord a good place to, like, pause and talk through it? Okay. Okay. If that's the case, then... Not that I can think of. Yeah, I was wondering, Anya, because that would be my big concern, is I want to be able to pause it for everybody so that we can chat on the stream. If you share your screen and play and pause at will, it's not bad. Okay, but here's the question then. Here's the question, right? If I do that in Discord, right, and I play and I pause and I share the screen, you guys are now hearing the audio of the movie through Discord, but I'm still live streaming. So you'd be hearing me through the live stream instead of Discord. Is that weird? Like, is that going to be bad? Is that going to be odd to control? Have both sources up? Like, how does that feel? I used to do movie nights on my Discord, and most of the options out there are meh. Okay. Because I know Rabbit used to be a thing, but then I think it made you, like, pay for stuff. And I was like, boo. Also, computer's telling me ad break in, like, 20 seconds. We'll see if it actually works. It didn't work last time, so I don't know. You can also mod it, so everyone who isn't a mod can be muted. Oh, okay. So, because I would definitely have y'all muted. No offense. But because the conditions for these things, right, are I still want to be able to stream it. So that would be the big thing. So maybe we could do movie nights. We could do watch-alongs on Saturdays. I'd be down for that. I'm also not opposed to keeping like baking or cooking Saturdays. Depending on how it goes this Saturday, I have like baking and cooking is like a hobby of mine. I really do enjoy it. And I know it's not necessarily my brand and I don't want it to be my brand, but like I do enjoy it as a hobby. So I wouldn't mind doing that casually as Saturdays. The important thing to know is most streaming services will black out the screen if you try to stream them. I was using videos I own run off of my own computer. Ooh, Anya, okay. So basically what you're saying is I need to test whatever service, whatever show I'm going to try and stream first to make sure we're not like left in the dark. Okay. I can ask some other streamer friends. Yeah, ask them what they use. If they do watch-alongs, ask them what program they use. Scrumptious Saturdays? Yeah! I'm honestly kind of down because I really like to bake. It's just a casual hobby. We could also do resin on Saturdays. Resin is fun. You can't stream Prime, Disney Plus, Netflix, etc. Oh, interesting. I don't have a backyard. Stop trying to sell me a grill. Lushy, I'm sorry. You have fallen prey to the ads of Amazon Prime, and they want you to buy a grill. Listen, never buy anything from the ads unless I am being sponsored by the people in the ads. Those are the rules. I have made a rule where I will not take sponsorships by things I have not tried. So if I'm not sponsoring it, don't buy it. I don't want a grill? No, don't buy the grill. I don't use grills. Don't buy grills. Yeah, we could just make Saturdays just like, maybe they're not a specific thing. Maybe they're just like fun time, like activity Saturdays, right? So every Saturday we know that we will be doing some sort of activity. I already have a grill. There you go. You don't want a grill or you already have a grill. Either way, you don't need to buy one. But yeah, maybe we could just make Saturdays activity days, right? And I'll just let you guys know that week what we're doing, whether we're baking, whether we're mixing with resin, because I think playing with resin would be fun. That would be a cool shot, especially since I know I can do these like overhead cameras now. Resin might be fun. Maybe it's a drawing Saturday, right? Maybe it could be video game Saturday. Who knows? That might be fun. It's me, boy, the George Foreman grill inside your brain, literally. George Foreman grills. It's like the Drake and Josh ad when they have like the portable grill shit. Oh my god. I have a 90-degree room. I don't need a grill. Yeah, that's fair. Oh my god, I can't imagine, yo. Woo! You'd probably start so many fires. Like, it would get so hot you would just pass out and the fire would blaze and consume everything. I don't even think you can do a grill inside. I think grills have to be outside because of the smoke that they create. So, yeah, that's not up your alley at all. That is not up your alley. But yeah, we're in short form, whatever it ends up being, we're going to continue with Saturday streams, possibly keeping 7 p.m.s. In 2 weeks, it will be July 27th. That is the first episode of our community campaign. So my thought process is, if you would rather watch the episode with commentary rather than watch it by yourself, I'm thinking the Saturday, July 27th will be me live reacting to the episode premiering. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know how people feel about that. I don't know if people would prefer to watch the episode without commentary, just all the way through first, or if they would rather have me pausing it and listening to what I have to say. I'm not really sure. If people do not, like if it's unanimously, we don't want to watch the commentary on Saturday when it premieres, then we'll do something else. Or I'll take that day off so that it can premiere, right? But it would premiere at like 7 p.m., so it'd be the right time. I'm going to be at the orthodontist. No, Lushy, no. No, Lushy, that's when you're at the orthodontist. Well, you probably won't be at the orthodontist at 7 p.m. But if you are at the orthodontist at 7 p.m., what you do is, you know how every dentist has like the little TVs that are playing things? You just ask them to put on my specific YouTube channel and watch the episode, and all these bitches will be like, What the fuck did this dude request? What the hell are we watching? Freak out all of the dentists. Oh my god, that'd be so funny. Oh my lord, that'd be hysterical though. I love that idea. Genius. They will be so confused. The first episode is so good. It is a mixture of genuine mystery, weird, disgusting descriptions, like actual horror. Because the thing is, that's why I kind of like episode 1, is because it's the most streamlined that I had. I had a whole plan and we followed it. And I do think I want to continue to do episodes like that. They didn't know the plan. Just to be clear, it's improv. But I had it very plotted out to where they could make almost any decision, and I had an answer to go down that pathway. Versus episode 2 was a little bit more loose. You can tell it's structured in the beginning, and then it gets loose towards the end. And then episode 3, I purposefully went into it very, very open-ended improv, and I wanted to see what they would do. You guys will have to tell me what you prefer, because I'm making this show for you, and I want to know what you like. But I personally preferred the structure over the improv of the last episode. That's just personal. But the first one is just so like, ugh, it's amazing. I'm so excited. How has y'all's summer been so far? I mean, mine's been great because I talk to y'all twice a week, and then I've been doing all of this shit. I don't know about the rest of y'all. I hope the rest of y'all have been good. Because it needs to be good. And we're having a whole month. We're a little bit in the month. We got this month, and technically August is still July. So I hope August is good for you guys too. The plan survived contact with the players. Impressive. So the thing is, like, the game that Candela Obscura is a mystery at its heart. And then it's supposed to be Eldritch Horror. As long as you lay out the mystery correctly, most of the time they're gonna follow the path because they want to solve the mystery. And that's what I did for episode 1, and that's why I think it's the best episode, is because it wasn't like a free branching, I don't know, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? It was very much like, hey, the clues are leading you in this direction, but once we get there, roleplay, improv, do whatever you want to do. But the clues would lead them certain ways. I also want to that sounds bad. I want to push and push and push more role play as we continue making series. If we continue Candela, that's amazing. It's my favorite. But if you guys would want more of an open play thing, we could try Daggerheart or something like that. Or Vampire Masquerade or it's Bloodlines or something like that. We could try a different system, but I would want something where I would literally tell my actors, I'm like, you need to roleplay more. Because I tried to push that for this series, and they did. They did roleplay, but most of their roleplay was between an NPC that I was playing and them versus each other. And I want those roleplay between each other. So that's something I'm going to push for more in our next series. I know I'm talking about it, like, our next series, even though this one hasn't even premiered, but, like, I had so much fun, I will not stop making these. Almost done with the wake-up drawing. Ooh, 7, when it's done, send it to me. I want to see it. Oh, my goodness. I'm out of my house for the summer, so no computer or cats for me. Oh, Lushy, I do not think I could live without my computer or my cats. Genuinely, I think I would explode because I absolutely fucking hate reading. So I think I would explode without my computer. And my cats, oh, Lushy, I hope you get to go back to your cats soon because that would make me so sad. Oh my gosh. I love my boys. September? So you have like 2 months. Wow. Are you like in a cabin in the woods style of a way? Are you at a summer camp? Like, are you in your normal spot? You just don't get your computer or your cats? Like, what's up with that? How come you gotta be away for 2 months? Oh, you did say you're out of your house. Okay. Are you vacationing? That's crazy. Yeah, you definitely gotta share when you're done, 7. I don't know, man. I feel like I would explode without my boys. I love my boys. I love my kitty cats. Oh, I'm at my dad's for the summer. Oh, okay. I shall. Good. Oh, that sucks, Lush. That sucks. Oh, no kitties. 2 months. Wow. Dang. I still think the computer would kill me. Well, does the computer include video games? Like, do you have an Xbox or a PlayStation or a Switch or something like that? Because if you have video games, I could see living for 2 months without a computer. But, like, if it's, like, almost no technology, oh my god, I would explode. Maybe a phone, like a smartphone. I could do a smartphone. And including other drawings I forgot to share to the class. Yeah, you better, 7. Share it with the class, thank you. I have a Switch, a phone, and a PS4. Okay. That's a little better. Because your phone can do most of the things a computer can do. And a Switch and a PS4 can keep you busy games-wise. So that makes more sense. That feels a little bit more capable, a little bit more manageable. Because otherwise, I would have exploded if it was no technology. I genuinely think I would have been like, oh, nope, absolutely not. Goodbye, death forever. Oh, my lord. Well, I'm glad you got those. What games do you have on your Switch and your PS4? What type of gamer are you? Are you like an Animal Crossing Sims person, or are you like a Call of Duty Halo person? What do you got? I'm a Nintendo and I'm a Zelda and Splatoon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And The World Ends With You, and I was technically gifted Persona 5 because my brother-in-law wants me to play it, but I didn't finish it and didn't play it because I don't really play a lot of video games. Obviously Baten Kaitos. That's pretty much all I play, I think. I think that's all I have. Monster Hunter, but I haven't gotten far into it. It's because it's Monster Hunter, like, Stories or something like that, so it's the cute one instead of, like, the real one. The cute one instead of the real one. Not doing myself any favors, huh? I gotta finish Tears of the Kingdom, though, because Zelda was my shit, and Zelda I still consider one of my top 3. And yet I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know, man. I like traditional Zelda, where it's like, here's a dungeon, you get a new item, complete the dungeon with the item, and keep doing this. I like that. Open world's cool, but I like just progressing through dungeons and doing the story. And I want a dramatic, dark Zelda back. Give me a Twilight Princess again. Why are all of these cute and pretty and emotional? Give me a Twilight Princess. Come on. Hollow Knight, Red Dead, Celeste, Minecraft, and Animal Crossing. Those are the ones I've mostly played. That's a pretty good spread. It's a pretty good spread. Hollow Knight, Celeste, Minecraft, Animal Crossing are all kind of like in the same category. Red Dead is interesting because that's probably the one that stands out a little bit, but it's similar. That's a pretty good lineup. I know most of those games. Actually, I think I know all of those games. Yeah, I do. I know all of those games. That's fire. Huh, you have good taste. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In middle and high school. Yeah, Dadley. I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bitch. It's one of my 3 things. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Avatar and Zelda were my top 3s forever and ever. And I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I really only play the very old version. I don't, like, play modern day stuff because it's dumb now. Which is unfortunate. And my favorite is, show-wise, is, like, the original 4Kids dub, where they say all the stupid things and they edit out the guns. I love the original 4Kids dub. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, of course. I play the trader role in Red Dead, so it's just hunting simulator. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense with the other games you listed. But it's still a good lineup. Damn, the camera hates me today. This is why I never turn on autofocus, because it does not focus to save its fucking life. But yeah, that makes sense. It's a good lineup, though. I like your lineup. Avatar's the best. Dadley Avatar's great. Avatar's fantastic. We love some Avatar. The only thing that sucks is, personally, I don't like anything Avatar except the original show. The comics are good. I've read some of the comics, and they're fine. I'm okay with those. But I really don't like anything besides the original show, so it's one of those things that doesn't get updated for me. But you could argue Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't get updated for me either, because I really only like the original show. So Zelda's the only thing in my threes, like my tops, that continuously gets updated. And I'm waiting for another update that like sparks my big boy joy, but at least it continuously gets updated. I get new content, I get new material, and I can enjoy it again. Sometimes, I fucking love Avatar. I still have lots of the old cards. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And I love it, but like, it's not something that I can revisit and enjoy a lot because it's all ingrained in my brain. Like, I can list off full ass entire dialogue from episodes type of ingrained in my brain. Avatar's good, but have you heard of a little known anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? You know what's funny? Every anime that people say is my type and I would love, I almost always unanimously hate. I tried watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because everybody and their mother and their son told me I would like it. I hate it. It is the most boring show I have ever watched. It's so boring to me. I 100% get why people like it, and I get why people would think that I would like it. I just find it so boring. So boring. Maybe I didn't go far enough in, but like I don't have the patience to get that far if I'm being honest. Sent? Okay, I will check. First part is the comic, and then the second is my own Lethal Company monster, a work in progress Spider-Verse OC, and then renewed Winston. Oh, that's a shit ton. Okay, Seven, let's look at these. Cute, adorable. You rising at 6 a.m. in the coffin alive. I love that. I love that. That's fire. You showed me the chain link one because that one was fire. That one was cool. We love a Spider-Man OC. Aw, Winston. He's so cute. We love Winston. Those are so cute, Seven. I love those. Aww. I love that you have is that a fucking like Freddy Fazbear in the corner? Because I love that. That's god tier shit. That's god tier shit. I like the Apothecary Diaries. I have not seen or read that one, gal. I'll have to look into that. What is that one about? It's a giant mushroom! Maybe it's friendly. It can be slow, but that's mostly just part 2 and 3. But see, Lushy, part 1 is also slow. I hated part 1. And I think I watched like halfway through part 2. But the problem is, when part 1, part 2, and part 3 are all boring, I don't want to sit through all of that to get to the good stuff. It's just not worth my time. I have 20 plus FNAF plushies. Oh my god, bro. Oh, that's funny as shit. I love that. Listen, the FNAF movie is god tier, and I'll fight bitches on it. I will fight bitches on it. It's a good one. It's about this girl who loves poison and experimenting with them, and she gets sent to the Royal Concubine Palace. Shenanigans. That is a weird combination, but I do kind of love that. That sounds really good, actually. I'll have to look into that. That sounds good. The manga is a lot faster. Okay, I believe that. I believe that. I believe that. I got you, Lushy. It's okay. It's okay. Autocorrect does that. I believe that the manga is faster. If I was a reader, I would sit down and read the manga. I've only ever read one manga and a half. I read Dead Man Wonderland because they only did one season of Dead Man Wonderland, and back when I was a big angsty kid, that was my shit. So I wanted to know how it ended, so I read the manga to know how it ended. And then I was like, okay, well, maybe I should try other manga. And to this day, I have no idea what it was called. I do not remember. I picked up some generic vampire romance. And like 20 pages in, apparently it was a manga an eroge disguised as a manga, because like 20 pages in, it was just torture with titties out. And me at 13 was like, no, I want my vampires. I don't want this. And so I never read manga again. really enjoy it anyways. I don't enjoy books or comic books. I have 3 Appa plushies. Damn, Dadley, okay. Okay. I love stuffies. I have a lot of stuffies too. I like them a lot. They sit on my little shelf in my room. They're cute. I got a funny story my mom told me when I showed her JoJo. Uh-oh. Tell me the story, Lushy, because I'm intrigued. I am intrigued about this story. What is it? What is the funny story? Is it one of those they walk in at the worst moments? Because those are hysterical. Like, the anime is totally normal until someone opens the door and it's immediately, like, titties on screen. And you're like, I swear to God this wasn't happening. And this doesn't happen 99% of the time. Why does everybody walk in on the wrong moment? Oh. That happens too often to count, to be honest with you. My lord, my lord. Especially if you have the room set up where the door is behind you and the TV is like right across from the door and you're looking like this. Oh, that's the worst. Oh my God. That's how my room was set up as a kid. True, unless it's One Piece, in which case every character is just drawn like that. So there is no real awkward time to walk in. Because every time would be an awkward time to people who don't know anime. Because characters are just drawn like that. So, it's just how it is. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's just how it goes sometimes. That's just how anime is sometimes. Every anime has its fan service. If it didn't have its fan service, it wouldn't be fun. Well, no, I disagree with that because depending on what the fan service is, it could do without it. I feel like every anime has something where it's like, if you took away this specific part of this anime, this specific topic or idea, then the anime would be perfect. Like for Hunter x Hunter, it's Hisoka being a pedophile. That's the only thing you need to take away. If you just took away the pedophilia, Hunter x Hunter would be a masterpiece. 100% perfection. But you just had to give one of your best characters pedophilia, didn't you? 7 with the huh? 7, unfortunately, that's most anime. Most anime gives their best character, makes their best character a pedophile. Excuse a what? Yeah. Most good, amazing, literally perfection pieces of anime make their best character a pedophile, and that is the only thing that stops them from being perfection. Hunter x Hunter is that. Hisoka's the best character. He's a pedophile. God damn it. What was the other one I was thinking of? 7 Deadly Sins. Not a masterpiece by any means. Not even close. But Meliodas is a great character, except for the fact that he's a sleazy guy and a pedophile. Like, Bon, also a pedophile. Like, can we have a good anime without that, please? Like, people are like, I don't know how you can be out here saying that you support these characters that are actively pedophiles. And I'm like, bitch, Hisoka is an amazing character. It is not my fault that this dumbass author made him like children. We pretend it doesn't exist, okay? I only like the Hisoka where that's not a thing, alright? The same thing with, Deathstroke. In DC, Deathstroke is one of the best villains ever made, but he a fucking pedophile every time. So we just say it's not real. The author is wrong and it's not real because he's one of the best villains ever made. Oh shit, that's Clown/Jester. See? See? He is? Yes, he is. You see what I'm saying? All of these good-ass characters, they're like, uh-oh, this character is too perfect. Let's just make him a pedophile. So we say it doesn't exist. That's what we do, is we say, nope, incorrect, author is wrong, it's not canon. That's what we do. Sometimes the fandom is correct, and the creator is not. And what the fandom says is canon, and what the creator says is not canon. Sometimes that's the case. Alright? Alright. My mom and her cousins used to watch anime while drunk, and when I said Jonathan Joestar, she responded, "The hot one with blue hair." Oh no, Lushy. Oh no. Oh no, not Jonathan Joestar. Not the hot one with blue hair. That's God tier. That's God tier. I love that. I love that. At least she would watch it sometimes. The amount of times I've tried to get people I know or my family to watch anime and they refuse, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It really is. But you know, at least they watch it. At least they watch it. And to be fair, the fact that she thinks a specific one is hot is also somewhat good, because I think every character is hot. Like, there are very few anime characters where I'm not like, that's a fuckable person. That's a fuckable person. That's a hot bastard. That's a hot hero. You know what I mean? Like, again, as long as they're all fucking adults, most anime characters are hot, and I'll fight a bitch if you think they're not. Like, that's all I'm saying. They are drawn to be fuckable. There are very few anime characters that aren't drawn to be fuckable. Because part of good character design is making sure your character is fuckable. To somebody. Doesn't have to be to everybody, doesn't have to be to the majority. But they need to be fuckable. To somebody. That's what matters. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think you got me. What is on this? Oh, it's makeup. I don't know how that got on the table, but it got on the table. Okay. My brother John forced me to watch the Heathers musical and movie while I was dead. What? While you were dead? While you were dead? I'm confused. Do you mean like dead asleep? Or did you like kick the bucket and have to be revived and Heathers the musical was playing? Oh, while I was gone for months. Yeah, you ought to know that type of terminology. Don't get into Rachel Skull. Rachel Skull's like, excuse me, what? Excuse me? Dead? Deceased? What? Well, she is a ghost confirmed. Literally. Literally, I was like, do we need to call in the dead boy detectives? Yes. Yep. Thank you. Thank you for calling in. There goes the joke. There they are. There they are. Correctly redeemed. Oh, yep. There it goes again. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Correctly redeemed. Dead inside. Dead inside is accurate. Dead inside is accurate. The Heathers musical. So the Heathers musical is meh. The Heathers movie is also kind of meh, but at least you have Winona Ryder. And I will say the movie is like very, yep, sounds about right. Yeah, exactly. Dead inside for days. The movie is very clearly a cult style classic movie. I don't mind it. I don't mind the musical either. But I personally am not a big fan of like the modern day musical style of music. Like the poppy teenage style, very, this is gonna sound rude and I don't mean it that way, basically worded. Like it's very much like, I am touching the wall and I am walking to you and I am putting on the clothes. Like it's very, I'm singing exactly the things that I'm doing and exactly the things that I'm saying. And there's often like a catchy chorus. There's often like pop culture phrases. I'm not a super huge fan of those. I don't think they're bad. I think the audience that loves them is amazing. Like go for it. A lot of people don't enjoy my shit. I'm just not a super big fan. So the Heathers musical is fine. I like Dead Girl Walking for the vocals and the music, the actual like soundtrack. That's about it. I don't really care for any of the others. I love musicals. I was a theater kid. I am a theater nerd as well. Oh yeah. Yeah, I agree with y'all. I'm a theater nerd. I like musicals, all that shit. I almost put in an audition for Lydia for the National Broadway tour. It was due on like the 8th. And I almost sent in an audition, but I don't think I sing well enough. I'm her range, so I could have done it, but it's too much work. But like, it's just different types of things hit differently for me. Like the Epic musical just dropped the Thunder Saga, and the Thunder album is much better than the Underworld. It's still not great, but it's better than the Underworld one. And it's got some good-ass songs in it. Like, I've had Thunderbringer, just the chorus of, like, Thunder, bring her through the ringer, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, that has been stuck in my head. That is a god-tier song. Now, unfortunately, I like Zeus's voice. Bro, I love Zeus's voice. I love low-pitched men. Ugh, they're my everything. Ugh, I wish I was a low-pitched man. I fucking love that. Funny story with my great-grandmother. Give it to me, Lushy. Give it to me. Let's go. I think Thunder Saga has some good songs on it. My issue is that with all of the Epic the Musical, it does the thing that I don't like in musical songs, which is very, very plain speak. Like, almost every single song is very basically like, we have come to this island. There are people here. They are lotus eaters. They told us to go to a mountain. Let's get on the ship and go to the mountain. Wow, there are pigs in this mountain. Let's eat the pig. I'm like, I like music where you sing when you are so emotionally overwhelmed that you feel the need to sing. That's the kind of music in musicals that I like. I don't care for music that is just, now I do the thing. I am explaining me doing the things, just singing it. I'm like, no, I want you to give me metaphors. I want you to give me, like, emotional analogies. I want you to, even if it's plain words, right? It's not the words that bother me. It's the literal sense of it. Even if it's plain words, that's fine. There are plenty of things that use plain words and it's still gorgeous and hits a chord. Dante Bosco voice, literally. I also love low-pitched men. I too love low-pitched men and women. Yes, low-pitched men and women, they're everything I've ever wanted in life. I love them. Have you ever heard of the song that no one likes? I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of that song. I'll look up the lyrics, see if I've heard it before. Keith David's voice, literally. The song that no one likes. Oh, I think I have. Wait, I think I have. I think I've heard this. Yeah, because Mr. Cellophane. Yup. Yeah, I know these lyrics. This is funny. I remember this song being a little funny. But you know what's funny, though? I like these types of songs. The songs that this person describes, and maybe that's why I'm in the minority of, like, maybe that's why so many of my favorite musical tastes are out of place and not the majority. I like the older man, growly voiced, like, emotional song. Death Note the musical. The father has two solos to himself, and I think those two, well, he has a duet with Light, and then he has a solo. I think those two songs from the father are some of the best songs in the musical, because they are genuinely, like, emotional and passionate, and they might not be, like, necessarily well sung, but the lyrics are so much stronger than, like, the rest of the show. So I often like those. Like, Mr. Cellophane, I don't mind. It's a little, my only problem with those types of songs is I don't like slow music at all. I do not like slow songs. So my only problem is those songs do tend to be really slow, and I hate slow music. So that's a fair point. Mr. Cellophane's a little slow for me, but I like the song. It's just too slow. Mr. Cellophane, right? It's a good song, just too slow. Me and my great-grandmother 96 this year. Damn, good for her. Watched Alexander Hamilton with her. And it came to My Shot, which has a sex joke in it. The joke happens, and I hear her burst out laughing. Let's go, great Grammy. Let's fucking go. She's a queen. That's what she is. They're only human. They can't see. Gal, I fucking love Death Note the musical. That's in my top 3. Hunchback, Death Note the musical. I'm not even sure that I have a third. I think it's just Hunchback and Death Note the musical are my two. Oh, Nerdy Prudes Must Die. They're tied for my favorite musical, all 3 of them. They're only human. They can't see all the years they could give you and me. Only human after all. She's so fucking high. They give and they take, knowing someone could help break their fall. She's a high-pitched bitch. Great Grand Lushy. Aw, that's cute. Someone's doing an animation for Nerdy Prudes Must Die? Bitch, you better send me whoever's doing that, because that's literally tied for my favorite musical. When they release those rights, y'all better be fucking prepared, because I will put that shit on stage, and I will play Max Jagerman. I refuse to let anyone else play Max Jagerman. That role is mine. I don't care if you have to put me in a muscle suit. I don't care if you have to put me in 6-inch heels. I don't care if I have to start a workout routine where all I do for 6 months straight is get muscled and beefy. Max Jagerman is mine. I love that role. Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Everybody cool, watch those nerds run for their lives. Cleansing of your kind. Jagerman will rise. Fucking love him. Sending you it. Good, good, good. Do you know Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812? I do. I do, in fact, know Natasha Pierre in The Great Comet of 1812. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Unfortunately, not memorable in any of, like, the lyrics or the songs for me. Except for that very first number where they're like, Natasha da 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 ba da ba da, and they say everybody's name, and da 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 da, and they go the last guy's name. That one's memorable, but I don't really have much flavor on the rest of it. Kind of same thing with Anastasia. That one clip has been going through TikTok where he goes, Hania, which is really good. But the rest of the music is meh. And I saw it on Anastasia, but meh. Send fucker? Hell yeah. I'd recommend Curtains if you're looking for comedy and murder. See, Nerdy Prudes Must Die is the exception. I don't like comedy. I like murder. I don't like comedy. Comedy to me is boring. Nerdy Prudes Must Die is the exception. And it's the exception because the soundtrack is fantastic and the archetypes for the characters are fantastic and the actors are fantastic. I can watch Curtains. I'll have to give it a shot. There's a lot of like classic shows that I need to give a shot. To be fair to these kind of classic shows, a lot of them I do enjoy. And just because they're not going to end up being in my tops doesn't mean I shouldn't watch them and enjoy them. Right? Like, I really enjoy Newsies with Jeremy Jordan. It's not in my top. But if you fucking put on and the world will know that this ain't no game. We got a ton of rotten fruit and perfect aim. And the world don't know, but it's gonna pay. If you put that shit on, oh my god, I am jamming, right? So I love that shit with Jeremy. There's literally a line that says, well, murder is a really British thing. It's almost like a hobby over there. I love that. I also love murder. That's why, literally me. I also like Something Rotten. It's hard. It's hard. It's so incredibly hard. It's sexy, but it's hard. Yeah, Something Rotten's fun. I haven't watched all the way through it, but Something Rotten is fun. My lawyer advised me not to continue my joke. Lushy, one of my favorite clips that did not do well on TikTok or on YouTube, probably because of algorithm listening to what I say, is a clip from a stream where I go, "We love those murderers." I shouldn't have said that. And I love that clip so much. It's one of my favorite things. I love that so much. Oh my god. No, but Christian Borle's great. I love that Newsies bit where the world will know. Santa Fe is great too. Listen, I don't think I am actually a tenor, but I can hit some of those tenor notes. And I love to sing with my boys. I love to sing with my men. I saw a TikTok that was talking about one of the new musical viral thing that's going on from a woman. I think it's from the Bridgerton musical. And it was a TikTok that's like, this is the song where women now know how tenors feel about Santa Fe. And I was like, what the fuck you talking about? Santa Fe is my Santa Fe. I might not be a tenor, but Santa Fe is my Santa Fe. Don't give me that shit. Although for me, it's Quasimodo. For me, Santa Fe is not my Santa Fe. My Santa Fe is, I never remember what it's called. Made of Stone. My Santa Fe is, made of stone. And now I'm on my own. Never again to wonder what's out there. May it remain unknown. That one's mine. That's my Santa Fe. I fucking love that shit. But most tenors, Santa Fe is Santa Fe. I have two moods in essay writing. Hard to be the bard and willpower. That's fair, Theta. That is so true. It's so incredibly hard. That's so true. I love my vocal range. It lets me sing more than anything as Lucifer and Charlie. Good for you, Lushy. That's God tier. Listen, we love being able to hit Jeremy Jordan's pitch. I love being able to hit that man's pitch. Oh my god, it's amazing. I can hit his pitch. I can hit Michael Arden's pitch. That's Hunchback. I can mostly hit Mr. Max Jagerman's pitch, and I never remember the man's name, but he's a god tier human. I love male songs. There are very few, if possibly zero, female songs that I actually like. Which is weird, but I guess it's just the archetype. I don't know. Maybe it's the voice placement. Maybe it's the fact that men are more likely to be protagonists than women. I don't really know. Love Hazbin Hotel songs? Fuck yeah. They're incredible. They're so good. I have no idea what pitch I am. Oh, I don't either. Like I said, I am not a singer. I am not a trained singer. I don't audition for musicals. I sing. Everybody sings. But I can't hear pitch. I have no idea what I sound like. I don't think I sound good. But I have no idea what pitch I am. I have no idea how to hit notes. I have no idea how to sing music. I just kind of do. I just kind of match people when I hear them, and that's all I do. Well, I'd love to learn one day. It's on my list of things when I have enough money and time. At the very top is Get Muscly, and somewhere in the top 10 is Learn How to Sing. It's in there. It's in there. I can do the husk and the angel voice. Damn. That's hard. That's very all over the place. To be fair, your angel might be falsetto, and falsetto doesn't count. So, but getting down to husk is still pretty difficult. Husk, Keith David is low. He's singing pretty high in that song, but he is low. So that's still pretty impressive. I love when Angel comes into the song because I can actually hit that pitch. So I'm just over here, like, Husk is singing, and I'm like, yes, this is great, this is great. And then I'm just over here like, coked up dick sucking hoe, because I can hit that pitch. Although he goes a little high, even for me, but coked up dick sucking hoe, baby, it's just like me. I'm a loser, baby. A loser, but just maybe if we eat shit together. And he's got, his natural accent is very nasally for that. The accent he puts on is nasally, so it's easier to go high, which is smart. If you've ever wondered, so, linguistics time, certain vowel sounds are at different places in our body. So your E is at the very top and your I is up here as well. So E and is are easier to do in a higher pitch, but your O's are all the way at the bottom. So if you ever are trying to do something, you're like, wow, I really can't hit that pitch, or that pitch is really hard for me to hit that high, listen to what vowel it is. Listen to what vowel it is, because more than likely it's an O or a low like A sound, because they're all lower in your body. Or, sorry, not A, aw. It's one of these ahs or your O's, because your O's are down here, like towards your crotch, and your ahs are here. So if it's one of those two sounds, they're really hard to hit up high. And you'll notice that a lot of singers, if they have to do that kind of a sound up high, they change the vowel and turn it into one of these notes. So if they're supposed to be singing O really high, they'll often change it into a and they don't finish the O. They just go and that's what they sing in the high. It's the same thing with your E. Your A, your will turn into like your high pitched one. So it'll go from to which is much higher in your cheeks. And that's how it happens a lot in musical theater. That is how they change it so that other people can hit the pitch. So that mezzo-sopranos can hit those sopranos notes, that altos, although they don't really get many songs, can sing a little higher. That's how they get like baritones to sing higher, all that kind of jazz. It's because you're manipulating what it is. Same if you need to do your E's and your high notes really low, you'll often mix them down a little bit because they can be hard to do in a low voice. So, especially if you're up here the whole time and then all of a sudden you got to go down, it's hard. But that's some fun linguistics for you. So change where the vowel is. Change it to one that's placed higher. You can look up the phonetic sheet. It'll tell you where the vowel is. And then it will be easier to sing the song. Yeah. Which is fun. It's a lot of fun. That's why a lot of those lower sounds also, you'll hear them turn into A. Because your A's are like higher up. And it's into your nose, which is easier to sing higher pitch. So they turn into A, when they're not supposed to be. Which helps for people like me, whose natural accent puts their A's up there anyways. Because I say can. My is already up there. So it's good for people like me. It's also why the Newsies accent, if you try and sing Newsies songs, you often have an easier time, or Angel Dust, because you're putting on the accent, and the accent's up here. So all of these low vowels are now easier to sing because the accent's pulling them up. Thank you. Hey, Theta, I love giving knowledge about this kind of thing. So because the Newsies song, in theory, should be more difficult to sing. Because a lot of the, like, world is low, right? So to get it that high would be hard if you go, but the world will know. And you're doing the full O, and you have to get it up there. Put on the accent, it's going to pull it. So it goes, but the world will know. And now all of a sudden your accent is pulling it up so you can hit it. Because you're putting it up here into no, instead of oh. And that's why the Newsies songs are a lot easier for people to hit. Or it's Santa Fe even, right? Because Fe is here. So Fe is a little bit easier to hit, but you're pulling it up with the accent. So you're going, Santa. That can be really hard to hit because is down here. Is down here on your vowel ladder. So it's low. Your is hard to get that high because it's here. It's down here in the chest. But when you put on the accent, you go, Santa. It's going na, and bringing it up here in the na, and that's how you get the for Santa Fe that high. Versus Santa Fe. It's hard to get the so you have to go na and bring it up into your nasal instead. I'm sorry if I'm blowing eardrums. Y'all can tell me, and I can turn it down. But yeah, so the difference between Santa Fe and Santa Fe. You put it on the accent. just looked at an older recording of me singing House of Asmodeus, and I think I am a handful of octaves higher than Ozzy for my singing voice. Ozzy's voice actor is also low. Ozzy's pretty low. The House of Asmodeus. That us, oh my god. Again, is low. So for him to be able to hit that that high in his natural voice, hard for him, but he's low. Do you know Anna Patsu? Yeah, I know her music. Her music's fire. Her music's very, very good. Her, Caleb Hyles, and Jonathan Young are the three that were like my high school years doing covers, and I loved them. Oh my god. Either that or I could match the tone in a higher range. Yeah, so oftentimes if you can't match the pitch that they're singing, find the harmony point. And you should be able to reach that, and that'll tell you where you're running. She does a great cover of House of Asmodeus. Ooh, okay, I haven't heard that. I love Caleb, the three gods of YouTube covers. It's so true. Caleb Hyles is my favorite boy ever. I love Jonathan Young too. Some of Jonathan Young's original music was really good. I don't listen to them very much anymore. But in the teenage years, they were my shit, man. I love their covers. It's Smexy. Oh, they're incredible. And some of the covers I prefer. Like, first of all, obviously when they cover female songs, just because I like male voices. But, like, Caleb has a cover. Oh, Caleb and Jonathan doing the rock cover of the Prince of Egypt song. Where it's, you're playing with the big boys now. You're playing with the big boys now. Which, again, hard to hit because ow is much lower. Their rock cover for that is amazing. I prefer it over the movie. Caleb recently did a cover of Karma's a Bitch theme to Angel Dust. Oh, no. Oh, no. Those three still make music? Yes, they do. They're still so good at it. Jonathan Young, I think, has transitioned into his own music. He still does some covers, but it's mostly his own music. Fuck yeah, Prince of Egypt. OMG, yes. 10,000 out of 10. Literally. Why did your one not come through here? I saw it over here. It did not come through. Hold on. Oh, a few of these aren't coming through. What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry guys if I miss a few of these. What is that about? Love the nerdcore music genre? Yes. That's a favorite? Yes, it is. Caleb did a really cool song called Gospel of Dismay. Ooh, I haven't heard that one. I'll have to check that one out. Yeah, Prince of Egypt. Oh, one of my favorites. So unfortunately, the stage musical is still getting traction. The stage musical of Prince of Egypt sucks absolute ball shit. And I'm mad that it's getting traction and that people like it and that it's now showing in the US. Fuck that shit. It's awful. It doesn't do the original movie any justice. It makes it look bad. The original movie is fucking brilliant. And I'm mad that the stage musical gets traction. I'm not afraid to say that because the original movie is amazing. It's one of my favorite things of all time. It's fucking gorgeous. Oh, it's a Bendy fan song. Interesting. I did not know that. I think I've heard one or two of the fan songs, but I don't know if it was... No, it was definitely Bendy. There's a few fan songs that are like in my playlist where I didn't really know the fandom. I just kind of liked the song. They took out most of the film's soundtrack. Not only did the stage version take out most of the film's soundtrack, they changed the best song in the movie. I don't have to tell you what it is because you all know what the best song in the movie is. It's The Plagues. They changed The Plagues. And I don't mean, oh, they made it longer. Oh, they made it more intricate. Oh, they made, like, cool background vocals. No, they took out the fucking, like, singing against each other's-ness that is the point of the goddamn Plagues song. They changed it, and it sucks ass. They have a Plagues and then a Plagues because the Plagues reprise is All I Ever Wanted. They changed it. and it's disgustingly bad, and I want to beat the shit out of whoever the fuck fucked with that soundtrack. Thank you very much. Fucking hell, Gal, you just brought back so many memories to me by the word bendy. Aww. Also, I'm getting the ad in a minute warning, but you know how this thing is. It doesn't usually show the ads in a minute. It waits like 2. But yeah, Prince of Egypt. Oh my god, yo. I wish it was a good stage musical, because it could be. It could be. Prince of Egypt is my everything. I love singing those songs too. All I ever wanted, I send the scourge, I send the sword, thus said the Lord. You who I called brother, how could you call down another blow? Is this what you wanted? I send the sword, I send the horde, then let my heart be hardened, and never mind how high the cost may grow. This will still be so. I will never let your people go. Thus said the Lord. God fucking damn it. My sister and I used to duet that song. I was Ramesses, and she was Moses in the other half, because I fucking love villains. Y'all know me. But I love that song. They separated Thus Said the Lord and the Moses-Ramesses exchange. So if I remember right, because I listened to it once when it first premiered in England, because I almost flew out there to watch it. I'm glad I didn't. I listened to the soundtrack when it first premiered. They separated, so in the original movie soundtrack, there's a little song that Moses sings where he goes, for all I ever wanted, before the plagues, where he's in the halls, and he walks around saying, these walls of alabaster stone, surely this is all I ever wanted, all I ever wanted. When he's in the palace and he's looking at all the things, then the plagues, technically speaking, is a reprise of that song, because he sings it again, but with Ramesses. So what they did, if I remember right, was they took the All I Ever Wanted as the song, and then the plagues and the reprise were no longer combined. It was kind of like a separate thing, where the reprise was really weird, and it was sort of mixed inside of the first version, and the plagues were kind of a separate thing. It's awful. It's awful. Ramesses doesn't get the whole comeback. It's not good. Have you heard the song La Tango de Roxanne? I don't think so. What song is that, Sebin? What is this from? Petey in the house is a good tidings. Hello, Petey. How are you? How are you? Fabulous as ever, I presume. I'm glad to see you here. I hope you're doing well, Petey. We are talking about musicals and music, if you can't tell. Having a good old time. Although you might be on ad break, so I hope I didn't just say hi to you on ad break. OMG 7 yet? Oh, from Moulin Rouge. No, I haven't actually seen Moulin Rouge. There are a lot of musicals that I'm supposed to see because they're like classics, and I just haven't seen them. That, Cabaret, there's other ones in there. Moulin Rouge, Cabaret. Technically, I've somewhat seen Les Mis, but not really. Sunday in the Park with George, like, all of those things are not my thing. I just watched a kid fall off a bike. God tier. Bitch, you need to listen to it? I don't know, man. I don't know, because the last thing I want to happen is I listen to it and I don't like it, and you come back to stream and ask me, and I'm just like, ooh. Because knowing me, I might hate it. I don't know, man. There are a lot of classics that I'm not about. Like Wicked, don't enjoy Wicked. Haven't seen it all the way through, but I've heard some of the songs, and I just think they suck. Like Phantom of the Opera, not my jam. Think most of it sucks. The beginning is a bit slow, but the middle part is fucking strong. Do it anyways. Okay. All right. If you're fine, I will try things, whether it comes to food or music or shows. I will try things as long as you're fine with me shitting on it when we talk about it again. Because that's probably what will happen, is I will shit on it. It's just, I don't know, man. There are very few things that I care about. Like the song I mentioned, you don't gotta listen to the whole thing if you don't wanna. Oh, it's okay, Seven. I'm not a peer pressure galley. I don't really get peer pressured into doing anything. I got that from my mother. So you don't gotta worry about being like, well, you don't have to listen to all of it. You don't. I won't. Trust me. I will stop it if I don't want to listen. Hell, I won't even turn it on if I don't want to listen. I've been making a lot of playlists on Spotify recently. Some with Seven. Hey, yeah, let's go. And I found a lot of new songs because of it. One of my favorite playlists is Listen to This at 7 a.m. to feel like you have your shit together. That's a fire playlist title. That's amazing. Hi, Fox Daddy. Welcome. How are you today? We're talking about music, musical theater, all sorts of things. Fox Daddy, how are you? Hello. We love having you here. You're okay? Just okay? Well, I'm sending you some good energy then. Because we want to bump that okay up to fantastic. We want to bump that okay up to God tier. We want to bump that okay to I'm so good I have a complex. The middle and end of the song are my fucking favorite. Okay, I got you. I have a few songs like that where there are certain parts of the song that I adore and the rest of it I hate. Like Epic the Musical, Just a Man. I love that one singular chorus, and the rest of it I'm like, nope. So, alright, we'll see how it goes. Oh, my nose is messing with me. That sucks. I guess it's not the worst, but it does suck. It suck. It makes my neurotypical artist mind go batshit with my imaginary animations. Okay, that's fun. I love when songs are like so good that all they do is they make you think and they make you imagine the scene that's occurring. Ooh, I love that. Okay. If you can do that, I might actually have to listen to it because that's kind of fire. Okay. I kind of love that. Okay. I know people love their Moulin Rouge. There's one that I did see that's a classic because my college put it on, and I never remember what it was called. All I remember is there was supposed to be, like, blackface and Jewish racism in it, and they didn't do it for obvious reasons, but the original show has that. And I do not remember what the original show was, but it was a classic. I don't remember. But I don't think it was Moulin Rouge, and I don't think it was Cabaret. Damn, I don't know what it was. Huh. It was okay. I don't remember most of it, though. And it was during that era of classics where the classics are all like, this is like mind-blowing, and the meanings are crazy, and it's artistic, and blah, blah, blah. Whatever. I hate that kind of shit. Where it's like, it's just the color blue. It's not just the color blue. Blue was a color that they went through during the Depression period of their life. And so it symbolizes the depression that they had. It's like, oh my god, shut the fuck up. Currently contemplating reassigning my O.C. Arvin's headcanon voice for the guy that sings that song. Okay, you do what you gotta do, Seven. And making an animation animatic with him in it. There you go. That's what we're waiting for. My brother John got me into Genshin Impact recently. I don't know if I should be worried or not. Nah. Genshin Impact, like, gets shit on a lot, but it's just another anime game. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just another silly little gacha anime game. Go for it, love it, enjoy it, like the little anime people. It is a pretty game. It is a very pretty game. I will give it that. I really want to make an animatic. I support you, gal. I support you and you're making animatics. I support Seven and making their stuff. I think y'all are killer. I think you just gotta create. That's something that I'm learning, y'all. It's something that y'all have inspired me to do. Something that so many things have inspired me is you just have to create. Even if the voice in your head tells you you are shit and what you create is shit and it'll never be good, you have to do it. Because eventually you will have something that you genuinely love and you will be proud of yourself for making it. And even if you don't fully love it, you will like something of it and it'll give you joy and passion to keep creating. So you just gotta create. I did one for my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, but I want to do one with my OCs. Ooh, do it with your OCs. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. I support you. I'm giving you the energy. That is an interesting perspective because you don't seem to hate subtext in principle. You hate pretension. Yeah, Theta, it's more of the aspect of, it's less about subtext, right? Because I love, like we were talking about with lyrics and you're picking up upon, I love meaningful, emotional comparisons and like that kind of stuff in lyrics and things of that nature. So I do like the sort of emotional, powerful subtext. I don't like it when the emotional, powerful subtext gets displayed, and that could be visually, that could be audibly, that could be dialogue, whatever, in a way that is weird for the purposes of being weird. So there's a lot of shows that I put into the weird category where it's some artist trying to get some point across, and so they do weird, crazy shit to try and get the audience to think. And I'm just like who, one of the ones I hate, Who Framed Virginia Woolf? The author has like some fucking powerful, crazy ass message, but the play itself is just, the characters do a bunch of weird, stupid shit that don't make any sense. And it's almost like, how we have the comedic style of edgy just to be edgy. That is what the weird version of musicals and plays feels like to me. There's a specific style of, we are weird just to be weird, and it's meaningful and it's powerful, and we're gonna do weird, creepy shit to freak out the audience for a reason and a purpose and a meaning. Like, go fuck yourself. I'm all for horror. I'm all for weird. I'm all for creepy. I don't want you going, oh, but there's a meaning and a purpose and a blah, blah. Fuck off. You know what I mean? Holy fuck, I just remembered I forgot about an animatic I was making of the Husk and Alistair scary scene, but as dragons from a game I play. I remember you talking about that before, Seven. I do remember that, actually. I want to do it to the song Family from Addams Family. Gal, that would be so cute. Oh, I love that idea. Uh-oh, my phone's about to die. Time to plug in life support. Plug it in. Plug it in. Plug it in. We've only been talking for like an hour and a half. You better plug that shit in. Like Cats, kind of like Cats, Fox Daddy. I do think Cats falls into that. Starlight Express, the train one, falls into that. Whatever the fucking crazy ass bullshit I watched in college falls into that. To some extent, Chicago falls into it, but not all the way, because Chicago's good. Chicago's enjoyable. It's not quite all the way there. But like, I think, now I haven't fully seen it, from what I've heard, Cabaret falls into it. Shows of that nature fall into it, right? It's just, it's not something I particularly enjoy because it's just like weird for being weird. Virginia Woolf falls into it. No Exit falls into it. I liked No Exit. It was fine to read, but I think if I saw it performed, I'd want to fucking shoot everybody on that stage because it's annoying as shit. Anything that is like big old monologues that don't make any sense and they're out of character and you're talking to the audience and you're complaining and you think the character's crazy. What's the salesman one? Death of a Salesman is very close to being in that category. There's a few others I've read that fall in there. I love Cats, no lie, it's one of my favorite musicals, and that's totally fine, right? Just because I don't like that style doesn't make it a bad musical, doesn't make it a bad play. It's just something I personally hate. Cats is not the worst offender, believe it or not. Believe it or not, Cats is not the worst offender in that style. I think the worst offender in that style is genuinely like, it's usually plays more than musicals, which is crazy. It's usually plays more than musicals that are the worst offenders. So Virginia Woolf, Death of a Salesman. There's another one that's in there. Oh, people are going to hate me for it because people love that play. What's it called? It's the woman one. It's one of the only women-led Doll's House. I think Doll's House falls into there. People will hate me for that one because it's one of the only women-led, women-focused plays, women-written plays. I think Doll's House falls in there. It's just, like, overly artistically weird, and it doesn't need to be, and I don't like it. Wicked is, I don't think Wicked falls in there. I don't think Wicked falls into that style at all. Because Wicked's not overly artsy weird. Wicked is commercially built. It is a commercial musical, which is whatever. That falls into Heather's territory. It falls into Beetlejuice territory. It falls into Be More Chill, Dear Evan Hansen. It's commercial built. It's whatever. Chicago has enough in there that is makes sense that it doesn't quite fall into it. I do enjoy Chicago. My favorite thing about it is that it's literally a play that seems like it was written by a cat. I think that's the point, gal. I think the Cats is supposed to be, so it's based entirely on like a 2-sentence poem by whatever fucking famous author. And then the guy who wrote it, I think just wrote it in perspective of a cat. So like more power to him, right? If that's what you're gonna do, that's what you're gonna do. Go for it. Own it. Have fun. Kill it. By all means. I just don't enjoy weird to be weird. A lot of one-act shows are weird to be weird. And again, he what? Yeah. He just, it's a 2-sentence poem and he just wrote it off the whole thing. So it's interesting because there is a fine line here. T.S. Eliot, thank you, Theta, thank you. T.S. Eliot wrote like a 2-line poem on cats, and then whoever wrote the musical just wrote it in the viewpoint of T.S. Eliot's poem, which was a cat, and wrote an entire musical on it. I don't know, man, I don't know. Which, more power to him, more power to the people who like it. So when it comes to the style I'm talking about, which is weird to be weird, that annoys me, there are some that can be weird and get the pass. I don't remember what it was called. There is a play that I saw that took Hitler and his, court's not the right word. The people that formed his, like, Congress, I don't know the right word for it, but it took Hitler and his like 4 members of power with him, and it took that setup and put them into a 1940 mobster timeline with weird dialogue, weird situations. It was strange and uncomfortable, but I enjoyed it and it worked because it had a very clear message of satire. Like, the whole point was this, like, every single time, as weird as it got, it was screaming at you in the face of, like, this is Hitler, this is Hitler, this is Hitler, this is Hitler, make fun of him, make fun of him, make fun of him, make fun of him, he's doing stupid things, make fun, like, it was very, very clear, and so the weirdness was enjoyable because you knew what you were sitting in on. There's an opposite version of that I just had in my head And I can't think of what it was. Oh my god, I watched something that did something similar where it was really, really weird. And it wasn't hitting the right notes. Oh, I don't remember what. Animal Farm. Animal Farm, people are going to hate me for this one, I think is too weird to be weird. I think it's in that category. The play, not the book. The play. Because it's like, okay, we get it, bro. You're comparing things to like the whatchamacallit, but get over it. The Ghost Wrong Show is good. I love Dear Evan Hansen. Yeah, these are all musicals and styles that people can love and enjoy, right? It's just they go into different categories. If I may, the Book of Practical Cats is a collection of poems which may explain the plotlessness. That would make sense, Theta. Springtime for Hitler? No, it didn't say Hitler in the name. His cronies, yeah, literally. Awesome last name, it's mine also? Cool! Welcome to Awesome Dogs! Welcome, fellow Schumacher! Are you a Schumacher Holmes person or like a Michael Schumacher race car driver person? Because I'm a race car driver person, not a Holmes person. But there's only two of us. There are only two kinds of us. Jojo Rabbit was a great Hitler-Nazi spoof. I've heard of that one. I've heard of Jojo Rabbit, but I haven't watched it. I need to see it, though. On the topic of villains, what's y'all's favorite villain, since I know we all like villains here? Bro, you can't ask me to pick a favorite villain. Frollo. Frollo. It will always be Frollo. It shouldn't be Frollo, but it will always be Frollo. I mean, in reality, you can't ask me to pick a favorite villain, but it will always be Frollo. There is nothing I enjoy more than the low-ass pitch of Patrick Page singing Hellfire, Darkfire, fucking God-tier king. JoJo is a comedy that has a heart-dropping moment that comes out of nowhere but also makes sense. Yeah, I remember hearing about Jojo Rabbit and how it's like a spoof like that and it's really, really well done. I do remember hearing about that. I woke up my brother from laughing at that. That caught me off guard. Good. My job is done. My job is to entertain. My job is only to entertain. I am glad I have done my job. Favorite villain is hard. Favorite villain is hard. That's fair. Favorite villain is hard. And, you know, I'm sure that parts of me would not say Frollo. And would say someone else. It's not the producers. I know, Gal, these are all good references and all, like, good satire parodies of Hitler and his main group. But it was, like, some obscure Russian-style play. And I do not remember at all what it was called. But it wasn't famous like that. It was, like, some obscure Russian-style play. Because in Philadelphia, most of the... I'm literally Googling Hitler plays. Please continue. If you can figure it out, let me know. So in Philadelphia, most of the theaters focus on either new work by brand new playwrights, independent artists, etc., and that's solely what they do, or they are like niche, obscure, that weird style of work. It's one of the two. You don't get Broadway mainstream things. Race car, but there is a third Schumacher battery charger out of Chicago. My branch of the family settled in Dayton, Ohio. Wait, there's a third Schumacher? I only know of Schumacher Holmes and Schumacher the race car driver. You're telling me there's a third branch? I'm gonna have to look up Schumacher battery chargers now. That's fire. Wow, that's cool. Damn, you learn a new thing every day. Do you have a favorite villain to Awesome Dogs? We're apparently on villains right now. I guess mine would be Hades from Disney's Hercules. Yeah, Hades is a good villain. I wish Hades had a song, because he would fucking slay. I love Hades. I like Emperor Belos. Who is Emperor Belos? Is this Star Wars? Emperor Belos. Oh, Owl House. Oh, okay. Okay, modern day pick. My favorite villain is Professor Ratigan from The Great Mouse Detective. Petey, that's such a good choice. Professor Ratigan is so good. He's fire. I like playing as him in the Villainous board games. He's so much fun. To Be or Not to Be by Ernest Lubitsch. Nope, not the right one. Look Who's Back. Not the right one. My favorites are Vox and Adam from Has-Been. I've traumatized Lush with them. Yeah, Vox and Adam are killer. Vox and Adam are killer. Owl House was so cool. I've heard Owl House is good. It's not super in my vein, but I've heard it's good. Give me the plot again. Okay. It is Hitler and, like, his court of people, I don't know the right word, as 1940s mobsters, like Chicago mobsters. That is what the play was. It was them, but done as Chicago mobsters. Maybe it's not 1940s, but it's definitely Chicago mobsters. You can find it, gal. I believe in you. Refer to my previous message. Oh, nice. Keith David on Amphibia was so awesome. Another great cartoon that didn't last long. Aww. I just subbed. Of course, have to support family because we are related somewhere. Thank you, Two Awesome Dogs. I appreciate that. You got to support the Schumachers wherever you find them. You got to support us. I appreciate you. Thank you. Feel free to stop by anytime. Feel free to stay as long as you like. The Blues Brothers? Nope, that's not it. That's it. The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui. Wait, I'm positive that's it. The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui. I think that's it. Yep, Bertolt Brecht. Because they loved Brecht. Brecht is the king of weird plays. He's the king of the weird play genre. Thank fuck my poor search history. That play is fantastic. What even is that? Like I said, Philadelphia only does two things. Brand new modern works or old weird plays you've never heard of. So Brecht and Brechtian theater is its own genre of theater. I somewhat enjoy Brechtian theater. Brecht is an author that I think actually does weird plays really well. The Resistible Rise of Arturo Ui is a play that I saw while I was in Philly, and it was fantastic. Everything about it, directing, editing, acting, all of it was great. But the play itself is really, really good. And Brecht and most of Brechtian style is a part of the weird genre that I actually enjoy. I don't enjoy all of the Brechtian style. So Brechtian, in a nutshell, is, I don't want to say physical comedy theater because it's not comedic. But Brechtian is literal theater. So, for an example, you would walk in and sit down. If the scene changes in a Brecht play, literally a person with a sign comes out that says scene whatever, take whatever, this is the name of the scene. Like walks around in a circle and then leaves. Or puts the sign down and then the actors come out and do the thing. It's very, very literal. But it's literal and weird. So it creates this strange combination of like artistic madness where the things that the characters say don't make any sense. They're using like comparisons that you've never heard of because they're not real comparisons. And they pull out guns and sing in circles and dance to weird melodies and music starts playing randomly. And it's weird and artistically crazy and yet somehow exactly literal at the same time. Because it's not like I pull out this music starts playing and I dance with the weapon in my hand and this is a metaphor for God and his creations. Literally, he will do that exact thing because that's what the play says he does. So it's weird combo, but it's incredible. I actually really like it. I don't care for Brechtian style, but I like Brecht and his weird plays done in a different format. I think they're really cool. Sorry, that was a theater dump because I really like theater. Belos is the wonderful, unredeemable villain. He would do anything, including killing his own brother and cutting his ears just to complete his goal. He waited for thousands of years and manipulated his way to victory. That's a god tier villain. Okay, Lushy, I'm on board. I'm on board with this villain. My grandpa came over with his parents at the age of 1. Now my branch has over 100 Schumachers. Holy shit. Yo. 2, that is crazy. That's a lot of Schumachers. I have no idea what branch I stem from. I know I'm on the race car side, but I have no idea where on the race car side. So that shit's wild. 100 people? Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have no idea how far back my Schumachers go. The Schumacher lore is insane. Literally. Schumacher lore is crazy because you're apparently one of the 3. I thought you were only one of the 2, but apparently you're one of the 3. We're both race car people, which is fire. I've met a Holmes person once. I've met a Schumacher Holmes lineage once, but I don't see a lot of Schumacher Holmes people. And I've never met Schumacher batteries people. I've met a couple of Schumacher race cars, so that's pretty cool. A whole new world! Literally a whole new world of Schumachers. That's so funny. That's so funny. Listen, people are all like, you're gonna use your real name when you stream? And I'm out here like, do you know how many Schumachers there are in this world? Do you know how many Rachel Schumachers there probably are in this world? A lot. Like, a lot. Oh. I'm a Stanford Pines. My last name is Sanford. No way! Lushy, that's so cool. Wait, I love all these super cool names that we have. Oh my god. Nobody dox yourself. In case you have a really unique name, please don't dox yourself. But like, that's fire. You're the only one for us, though? Aw, Gal, you're so sweet. Gal, you're so sweet. I'm the only Schumacher for you. I love it. That's so sweet. Aww. In that case, I'm a fucking 16-bit video game. I love that, 7. I love that, 7. Be the 16-bit. Be the video game. Let's go. Everybody needs a 16-bit video game. Let's go. Oh my lord. Y'all are fabulous. Y'all are fabulous. I have one of the most popular girls' name. There's hundreds of me. I feel that. Rachel's not the most popular, but it's pretty big. I meet a lot of Rachels. Ironically, I meet a lot of people who spell it A-E-L. Which is weird. Apparently that's the normal spelling because my mom named me and my sister the Irish spellings because she's Irish. So E-L is the Irish spelling. So I'm surprised at how many Rachels I meet that have that spelling, but who knows? I'm everywhere. You will find thousands of me. You got one of those lushies, huh? You got one of those names. I got you. I got you. There were 4 other me's in my class at one point. Yeah, my name's not that popular. I never had that, problem, gal. I never had that problem. There were several Sarahs, several Taylors, several Megans. Oh my god, Megans are everywhere. And they all spell it differently, but Megans are everywhere. We had so many Megans and so many Sarahs and so many Taylors in our class. Oh my god, they were everywhere. Thankfully, I've never had another Rachel, so I'm not that popular of a name. I've met other Rachels, but I've never had another Rachel in class. All Schumachers are related going back to the mother country. My cousin is a doctor in New York State. Damn! You got people everywhere, too. That's cool. Wait, that's really, really cool. I love that. Oh, my God. That's cool that we have, people everywhere. There's a ton of Elizabeth Schumachers. Is there really? Elizabeth, I feel like, is a name that's not as common. But I'm not surprised that there's a ton of Elizabeth Schumachers. But Elizabeth is definitely a name that's not as common, I feel like. That's interesting to learn. Dang. That's good to know. There's a lot of us. There's definitely a lot of us. Schumacher is a very common last name. Although for as common as it is, I still get a lot of people who pronounce it Shoemaker. Which, to be fair, I'm pretty sure that's the German, right, too? Shoemaker? is technically what Schumacher means, that we make shoes. So the other half of me is Irish, and my grandpa from Belfast loved the fact that Schumacher meant shoemaker in German, because in Ireland, they're associated with leprechauns and making shoes. So it'd be so funny because he'd be like, "You're the shoemakers, so are we." So it like worked out really well. It was super cute. I loved that. There were 20 of me at my school. Lushy, I could never. Oh my god, I would die. I was the only one at my school. We didn't have a lot of people though. I went to Catholic school, so we didn't have a lot of people. Elizabeth wasn't popular until FNAF, that is. Probably for modern day stuff, yeah. Elizabeth was definitely a popular name for an older generation. That was pretty popular in the older generation, but then it kind of like ran out a decade or two, and then it came back for like the FNAF generation. But I'll be honest, I don't think the FNAF generation is children-bearing age yet. I think the FNAF generation is still pretty young. So I don't think they're quite there. There was, oh my god, can I remember what it was? I was looking at my 6-year-old niece's classroom registry with all the names on it. I don't remember what name it was, but there was a name on there from like an anime. And I remember looking at it and going, that's from a fucking TV show. Holy shit, one of these parents are nerds as fuck. And they are like millennial/Gen Z nerds like me. Because I recognized the name immediately, but I don't remember what it was. But it was so funny to see that generation, us generation of nerds, is having kids now. And is naming their kids shit like that. Because I would do that. I would do that in a heartbeat. Correct. I hate when it's misspelled or mispronounced. Yeah, I feel that too. I feel that. I don't mind too much because my middle name is also a last name, which is harder to spell in theory. So it's fine. But I get where you're coming from. Misspelled, I can see. Mispronounced is weird to me. Because I would not spell it shoemaker because it's very clearly like CH. It has a lot of CHs, and to me, CH in the English language is never going to make K. Now, granted, it's a German name, right? But like, I don't know. It's weird for me to be mispronounced more than it is misspelled. Because misspelled I get. Damn, I just searched my last name, and apparently from multiple websites, there's not even enough of me to fill a town? 7. That means you are doxable. Do not say your name in my chat. If there is not enough people with your name to fill a singular town, you are not allowed to say your name to the public. I ain't. Good. Because that would be bad. That would be very bad. Also, 2, if you're still here, your name is 2 Awesome Dogs. Do you have 2 dogs? And if you do have 2 dogs, what breed are they? Because I have to know. I love dogs. I would love to know what breed they are. Share with the class 7? Absolutely not, Gal. Do not goat people into giving their names. I swear to God. If it's not common, don't. If your name ain't Joe Smith, do not put it in my chat. 9. I'm named after a lab in North Dakota. That's oddly specific, Lushy. That's funny that you have that many people with your name, and yet somehow you're specifically named after a lab in North Dakota. That's kind of wild. I was not named after anything. I was just named as like an Irish name. Same with my sister, but I was not named after anyone. Billy Bob Bean. I love that, 7. I'm named after Jesus. I love that, Gal. That's so funny. My mother's maiden name is Brown. Oh, okay. So you've got common names on both sides. Because Brown is a very common name, too. Brown is a very common name. It could arguably be more common than Schumacher, to be honest. I could see it being more common. But yeah, they're both pretty common. Ironically, I have not met a lot of Smiths. I had a Smith in grade school. We had 2 Smiths that were cousins. That might be a little too specific. Oh well, it's said now. But I met Smiths in grade school, but not afterwards. We didn't know a lot of Smiths for it being a common last name. An Alaskan Malamute and an Australian Shepherd. Oh, that's so cute. Wait, those are hyper dogs. Oh my goodness, too. How do you manage that much energy? Those are some excitable and energetic dogs. They're adorable, though. Oh my god. You have yeah, Seven has an Australian Kelpie, too. If you see the little Restream logo, those are the people talking on Twitch. So Seven, who's a chat member on Twitch, has an Australian Kelpie. Oh, that's so cute. Australian Shepherds are much bigger, though. They're bigger dogs. People think they're tiny, but they're big. My someone I knew had an Australian Shepherd, and they were the kind with like different eye colors. But it was an active dog. She was a pretty dog though. She was a very pretty dog. I got a rat terrier rat dog. Yeah, gal, the rat dogs are something. The rat dogs are little monsters. Rat dogs are little monsters. Did I tell y'all that my cat has been beating up the rat dog in this house because the rat dog got shaved? And now the cat is bigger than the rat dog because all the fur got taken off the rat dog. And so he used to be afraid of the dog. Now that he realizes he's bigger, he just chases him and beats him the fuck up. I'm like, dude, stop! Stop beating up the dog! Oh my god, yo. I've had a new collection fixation. I've been collecting bracelets. Ooh. Lushy, what kind of bracelets? And more importantly, do you wear them all? Are you like the guy in the video games when you open the jacket and it's just like a full arm and another full arm of bracelets? Because that's hysterical. You wear them all? That's so funny. That's so funny to just have full arms of bracelets. Yo. Are they silly bands? Is Gal right? Are they silly bands? I gotta know if they're silly bands. Welcome to the hoarding games. I feel that. I hoard stuff too. I have to know if they're silly bands. Are they wait, no, you're like the guy with the watches. Oh my god. When he's like, I got some things to sell you. You want to take a look at my wares? And then he whoosh whoosh and it's just a bunch of knockoff watches. Oh, I love that. I have 3 Adventure Time and 2 FNAF ones. Oh, you're getting like fandom ones too. That's so cute. Rainbow Loom. Listen, I was the era of silly bands. I wasn't huge into them, but we did have some, and we did trade some and collect some. I wasn't as big into them, but we definitely had them. It was definitely a thing. It was like we kind of went from Webkinz to silly bands. Because when silly bands were becoming a thing was right when we were stopping Webkinz, which is a good age for us. And I wasn't into like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff at that point, so it was only silly bands and other trading like that. Like erasers, we did the erasers, collected the erasers that were cool shapes and animals and food. But I didn't get into Yu-Gi-Oh! Until I was in high school, so I didn't trade or anything like that like all the older generation did. I like to collect glass alcohol bottles from friends and family that happen to finish. I don't drink myself, and I'm planning on making a terrarium with them. Ooh, except for one which I filled with shoe sand from beach trips. Yeah, Seven, we did have glass bottles as kids that we filled with beach sand, and then we would paint on them and glue seashells to them and little things like that. That's really cute. Terrariums are cool, though. Maybe that'll be one of our Saturday streams. You guys know how Saturday streams are going to be like activity streams? I would love to do a terrarium building, like, because I've never done it, and y'all know how bad I am with delicate things. I would love to do a very basic, like, beginner-friendly terrarium build. I think that'd be a fun Saturday stream. I like that. I'll have to add that to the list. I have some snake snap bands. Oh, snap bands were fun. Snap bands were fun. I collect other people's art, so give. Yes, I feel that. I love other people's arts. Always got to get something from Artist Alley when we go. Long walks. Number 8 out of 9. When I was born, my parents didn't have a name. My mom's sister named me because she asked my mom my name, and she said she refused to name another kid. Oh, too, that's hysterical. Wait, that's so funny. You're number 8 out of 9. Oh, that's so funny. You know what's funny? Schumachers really do be having a lot of kids. Because the other Schumachers in my family also have huge... I was about to call them litters. Oh my god. I was about to call them litters. I know other Schumachers, and every single one has a huge lineup of kids. So, yeah, they do have a lot, like at least 8. Everyone I know has at least 8 kids. That's crazy. Wow, that's a funny story. I hope you get to tell that to either your kids or people you get to know, nieces and nephews, because that's a fun story to be able to tell at like family gatherings. I love that. Oh, I just did it for the shitpost joke of going around yelling, I got a jar of dirt. Oh, that's funny, Seven. I love that. Yeah, Fox Daddy, every Schumacher has a shit ton of kids. Genuinely, every Schumacher has a shit ton. I guess my family was the exception because there were only 2 in my family. It was just me and my sister. But and you know, actually, I have a couple of aunts and uncles that only have like 2 as well. But most of at least the older generations of Schumachers have a lot, at least 8. I have 10 nieces and nephews. Woo, that's too many. Nah, that's too many. That's too many. LOL, so true. Yeah, see, 2 gets me. Schumachers have a shit ton of kids. You know what I think it is? I think you have a lot of kids when you're a Schumacher if you have boys. Once you start having girls, you don't have as many. Because me and my sister, and then I have other Schumacher members who they had girls, and so they only had maybe 2 max. Because they're all girls. When you have boys, you have a bunch, and maybe 1 or 2 girls show up in the big number. But if you're just having girl after girl after girl, you don't have a lot. Which is hysterical, but true. Them's pussy numbers? Yeah, it's true, Gal. You have 10 siblings, don't you? Yeah, Gal, you have... Hey, 8's not too far. 8's not too far off 10. And to be fair, Gal, I don't know about your little backwater Amish family, okay? Being like Mormons, pumping out kids. We ain't Mormons. The Schumachers ain't no Mormons, Gal. My mom wants me to have kids so bad. See, Fox Daddy... No, I'm not gonna say that. Nope, I'm not gonna make that joke. That's a bad joke and I shouldn't make it. Never mind. My mom is 10 out of 11. My dad is 3 out of 6, and I'm 3 out of 7. Yeah, Gal, you in the Mormon hood. You got so many. Join me in the dehydrate. I got you, Lushy. I will dehydrate right now. Dehydrate. Here we go. Ah, that beautiful caffeine. Sucking every bit of hydration out of my body in this 88-degree weather. Rachel, yeah, exactly. I would love to have kids of my own one day. And see, that is why I didn't say my joke. Because my joke would have been bad. Joke would have been bad. Am I the only eldest in this chat? I think so, Seven, because I'm a youngest sibling. I am not an oldest sibling. Only 88? Yeah, exactly. I've got over 34 nieces and nephews. Out of the 9, 6 boys and 3 girls. See, you have a boy majority. That's why they had so many kids. That's how the Schumachers work. If you have enough boys, you can keep going. 34 nieces and nephews. Wow, too. That's a shit ton. Wait, okay, now I have to ask. Do you guys all have family gatherings together? Like, is it all the 34 nieces and nephews and everyone together? Do you all get together for family gatherings? Because I've always wondered this. I always wonder this. I have white cranberry mixed with strawberry. Okay. I'm the middle child. Oh, Lushy, you're a poor middle child. I'm so sorry. Now I want the joke. Okay. All right. Trigger warning. For dead parents. Fox Daddy, you said, your mother wants you to have kids so bad. The joke that I was gonna make is, see, that's one of the privileges of having a dead mother. And she's gonna smite me from wherever the fuck she is. She's gonna come down and smite me tonight in my sleep. She's gonna kill me for that joke. Whether it's whatever fucking her place her spirit went to, she's gonna kill me for that one. Sorry. I like bad jokes. I'm allowed to say it. Everyone has permission to laugh. I have permission to say the joke. I'm giving everyone permission to laugh at the joke. Don't worry. Like I said, she'll kill me for it. Don't worry. That's the best part. Middle children are the worst. You're all spoiled brats. Damn, Rachel, if it helps, I have a dead dad. Okay, so you're kind of there. You're just on the opposite end of the spectrum. Hello, hi. Oh, yes, laugh. I don't meet with my family anymore except my closest. Parents and siblings, family, because of problems. Yeah, Seven, that sucks. That sucks balls. Unfortunately, I'm the type of personality that people could do the worst shit, and people have done the worst shit, and I'm still gonna go to family gatherings and pretend everything's fine. Because we talked about this last time. I am a melder into whatever group I'm a part of. It's a survival complex. I don't cut people off, even though I say that I do. I do in some scenarios, but I really just kind of mold into wherever I'm needed, and that's how it goes. Have to book a hall or a park. Okay, so you guys do meet up. All Schumachers are sarcastic. Yeah, 2 gets me. 2 gets my humor. Thank you, 2. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love that. I love that. I'm the oldest daughter. That basically makes me a second mom. Gal, that is the truth. Gal, that is the truth. My sister has also had to step into mom role when my mother died, so oldest daughters, you got it bad. You got to be the mothers. I got you. I got you. That's how it goes. Meanwhile, us as the youngest get to not work a full-time job, get to not work a job at all, and try to pursue content creation and live streaming as our career. Thank you to everybody watching and chatting right now. You're the reason I can do this. Meanwhile, every other member of my family, including my sister, is like, what the fuck this bitch doing? What does she mean she wants to be a live streamer and a content creator? What's she talking about? Which, like, fair enough. My mom had mad boundaries. She will drop people out of her life quick. Family or not. Her exemption is her 3 boys. Good for her, Fox Daddy. Good for her. I cut people out of my life, to an extent, but I'm just such a, like, molder into a scenario and into a people. So I cut people out in the aspect that I do not reach out to them. But if the other people reach out to me, I will act like nothing is wrong and nothing has happened and I know nothing. Because it's just kind of the way that I function, and I know people don't like that, and I respect that people don't like that. It's just the way I am. It really, there's like, you know, the idea of like a mother will always love her son, and like murderers who get convicted and are in jail and their mothers still visit them and their mothers are still like, I love you. Unfortunately, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, whether people like it, whether people agree with me, whether people hate me and despise me and think I should fucking die for it, I am that type of person. You can do the worst of the worst. And if you're family enough, Like, I hate to say that, but it's true. At least at this point in my life, it's true. If you're close enough, you know. The youngest gets babied and the middle child is a terror. Oldest siblings take the most. That's funny, Fox Daddy. That's hysterical and very true. My family's a little different. Fair enough, Lush. Fair enough. The rest of my family is pretty fucked and have done fucked up things to my parents and came close to doing similar stuff to me and my sibling. So the light they were once in when I was a little kid is poofed now. That's fair, Seven. That's fair. You know, it's different family dynamics for everyone and different type of people for everyone, right? Like, I know people who are from very religious families, and these people are gay, or they're trans, or they're non-binary, or they have partners that are in that section, and yet they still talk to their family. Their family doesn't accept them. Their family thinks it's a choice. But they still talk to them. They still get along with them. They still go to family dinners. They still go to cookouts. They still go to weddings. Because for them, as much as they don't like it and as much as they are upset by it, it is not a big enough betrayal or barrier to take away the pros from the family. And that's kind of how I view everything, is a pro versus con, right? Everyone's pros versus cons will have a different weight to each individual. My pros, the things that I value, might be something that other people don't value. And so a certain con would outweigh these pros so heavily, and they would have no issue cutting these people out of their lives. But for me, these pros outweigh the cons. And so the pros take it. And not everyone's going to agree with that, and that's okay, right? And that's totally fine. What I don't like is when we step into the territory of, well, you're a bad person. Fuck you. How could you do that? I hope you fucking die. Like, blah, blah, blah. Whoa. Calm your shit. Relax. Like, let them live. You don't need to interact, but you also don't need to wish them fucking death. Like, relax. That's not a vibe I vibe with ever in any scenario. Sorry. Yeah, this camera hates focusing on me today. Dang. My mom thinks me liking anime and furry stuff is weird, but she supports my hobbies anyways. Yeah, they're a family like that too. My family doesn't understand all the LGBTQ shit. Like, they probably know the word asexual because I call myself that. They don't know what it means, but they also don't care. And for me, them not caring doesn't bother me. It is not a con. For some people, a family not caring bothers them. I don't give a shit. They don't actively do anything against me, so I do not care. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. In fact, half of them are religious, and I don't care. It doesn't bother me that they don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it is more important what you are saying directly to my face than it is what you think in, like, if you're like, well, I go to church every Sunday and I pray for you, but you don't tell me that, then I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me. Some people, though, it bothers, and that's fine. In my family, the youngest is a terror, the oldest is a terror, and me, the middle, tries to keep them from fighting. I love that, Lushy. That's hysterical. I was the last of the boys. I was a mama's boy. Aww. May she rest in peace. She passed when I was 23. Too, I feel that. My mom passed when I was 20 or 21. I'm not sure which one. But only a couple of years ago. So I feel that. I feel that. You know, rest in peace, all that jazz, etc., etc. But I feel that energy. I feel that energy. That's sweet, though. Aww. It took a while for me to explain to my mom that even though I'm bi, I'm not going to cheat on my boyfriend with a girl. Yeah, gal, and that's one of those things where, like, sometimes those things, like, really matter. And sometimes those things don't really matter. It just kind of depends on the person, right? Like, though there are very few things that is this, and people, again, people disagree with this, and that's fine. There are very, very few things that I care about when it comes to other people's opinions. And I'm not going to say them here live, because even some of you might disagree with me, and that's fine, right? And also one day they'll get, I already have enough to be canceled for. One day I'll really get canceled for it, so I'm not going to say them live. But there are very few things that would make me be like, ooh, that's a deal breaker. Literally very, very few. Is what it is. Imagine being so scared to come out, and when you do, your parents are like, we always knew. That would be a hella thing to process. See, I can see how that would be stressful for people, and that would be upsetting for people. Personally, it didn't bother me. Like, my whole life, every single person thought I was gay. Literally every single bitch on the planet thought I was gay. And it wasn't, because, like, to the point where the running joke was, people would say, Rachel, do you have a boyfriend yet? Or a girlfriend? Or a girlfriend? Literally, that was what people would say to me in my own family. Because that was the joke. It doesn't bother me. And it never has. And for a lot of people, it would, and I totally respect that. For me, it's never bothered me. I have always been very confident in myself and very confident in who I am. So there are very few things that people can joke or say that are maybe distasteful that I will genuinely be offended by. Now, that said, and also for my Twitch viewers, there might be an ad break soon. My YouTube people, you're fine, and my subscribers, you're fine. That said, I've also never had a partner. I've never had like a boyfriend or a girlfriend or anything like that. I cannot speak to the idea of if I were to bring a boyfriend or a girlfriend home and those comments then extended to my partner, I don't know if I would be comfortable with that or not. And there's no way for me to know until that situation happens. I don't care when it's about me. You can literally say literally anything, and you can mean it too. Like, you can be trying to be offensive and I won't care. When that extends to somebody I care about, that's a barrier I won't know until I have a partner. So we'll have to see. And that's different for different people, you know. Some partners are very like, I don't like how your family talks like that. You need to tell them to stop. And that would be a conversation. Oh, I can't imagine having that kind of a conversation, because I would be like, I'm not going to tell them to stop. Like, funny enough, in high school, some people thought I was gay, but I was rizzing up the ladies left to right. And as a freshman, I caught the interest of a junior senior. Let's go, Fox Daddy. Fox Daddy, rizz up those women. Let's go, get those ladies. I might be speaking out of turn, but I love the anecdote about Sir Ian McKellen, a king. We love Sir Ian McKellen very, very much. Telling his mother he was gay. She replied, oh, I've known for years. I thought you were going to tell me something important. I love that. That is an amazing statement. I adore that statement. Genuinely, I do. And I really love this movement of, like, coming out doesn't need to be a thing. Like, I love pushing for a generation where you don't need to be like, I am gay, right? And tell all these people. You can just be. Now, granted, there are absolutely still scenarios, especially in more conservative areas, where people have to, right? Or people can't. But I like that we are pushing for a generation where that doesn't need to be a thing. It's really, really nice. Because, like, I don't have a definition on my gender. I just call myself genderqueer. And I will never define my gender. It's just not what I do. But I've never felt the need to be like, call up my family and be like, guys, this is my gender scenario. I don't need to. And they don't care, right? It's nice. Why the fairy dance? What do you mean, Fox Daddy? What do you mean? I respect all until they prove they don't deserve my respect. That's a beautiful way of looking at it, too. I think that's an excellent, excellent way to live by. Genuinely, I think that's awesome. Because you're right. It's all about respect. If you give it to me and I give it, then you will get it back, right? You show it, you get it. And I think that's a beautiful way to live and a great statement to live by. Because there's nothing that kind of beats the concept of respect other human beings, right? Treat life with respect, treat people with respect, and that's all you really need. And that's what kind of like molds and makes good people. So I 100% agree with you too. I really, really do. I really do. And I kind of go by that too, you know? And it's I'm sorry, I'm looking at the ads and it's a drumstick ad and I want a drumstick so bad. Like the ice cream. I'm just looking at it like, ooh, I want an ice cream drumstick. I don't have any, but I want one. Oh my lord. That's funny as hell. Oh, that makes me want sweets. Guys, I can't wait until Saturday for our baking stream. I'm gonna have so many gingerbread cookies. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for the gingerbread cookies. They better turn out good. I'm gonna be so sad if on Saturday our gingerbread turns out bad. Maybe the molasses, okay, as long as one of them turns out good. I hope the gingerbread and the molasses turn out good, but as long as one of them turn out good, we're okay. I've made both before, and I really liked both of them. I want sweets so bad. I want like chocolate and cookies and candy. Do I waste my ingredients and make cookies tonight? No. I have to save the ingredients for the stream on Saturday. I have to. When you did the coming out thing, you did a ballerina-like dance move. It made me think of Tinkerbell and the Sugar Plums. I have no idea. I am constantly moving and making weird shapes and doing strange things with my body. This is just how I function and talk. I do not know. I am an entertainer. I need to move. Oh. I want to make a new monster OC for my main universe I'm building, but I have no idea what animal to base my new monster humanoid on. Fossa. Google fossa. Fossas are my favorite. So my favorite bird we know is the shoebill stork. You could do a shoebill if you wanted to. But if we're talking animals, fossa. They are mongoose family, but they look like cats. Like predator cats. And they're the only, not the only, but they're the really only major predator in Madagascar. And they don't have any threats whatsoever. So they're the top of the food chain. They're awesome. I love fossa. Fossa are cool. That's what you should do. Make a fossa. I guarantee you no one else will have that animal as one of their OCs. Oh, you want it to be a monster, though. Lemur looking ass. Really, they are. They are. You want it to be a monster, though. Ooh. Ooh. Monster. Monster. I don't know, but do an ugly monster. Animal-based monsters, just do an ugly one. Do one that, like, traditionally is gross. Winston, for example. Okay. But do something that's, like, traditionally gross and try and make it cute. I think that'd be a cool challenge for drawing. If gingers bake and eat gingerbread men, would that count as pseudo-cannibalism? You know what? I like this joke, Fox Daddy. But unfortunately, it does not quite work. Because ginger the people is referring to the color red. Ginger in gingerbread is referring to the spice. So unfortunately, it's two different meanings of the word, but I like this joke. I like this pun. This pun is funny. I'm really hard to offend. The only times I've been defensive is when my friend got bullied in front of me. Even then, we found it funny because she's pretty thin and they called her fat. Yeah, Lushy, it's one of those things of, I think it depends, like, there's a difference between it being you and it being other people. Red food dye. Ooh, yeah, red food dye. Then it could be a ginger eating a ginger. A rare swing and a miss from me. Oh, hell yeah, that's funny. I went to all Aldi's today, and they have a chocolate chip cookie about 5 inches round. I had to get it to try it. I had cookie and milk tonight, too. Was it good? Was it good? Because that's big. That is a big chocolate chip cookie. Do you dip it in milk, or are you like a take a bite, drink a milk person? And was it good? Because, oh my God, we were talking on Monday, because I stream Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays now. We were talking on Monday about the big chocolate chip cookie skillets that they used to serve at like certain restaurants, and they'd put a dollop of vanilla bean ice cream on top, and it was a warm cookie. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, but cookies and milk is so good. I love dipping Oreos in milk. That tastes amazing. That's a lot of cookie. Yeah, it is, Fox Daddy. It's a lot of cookie. Oh my gosh. It's also at Dairy Mart. It's very good. There are multiple places that have big cookies. Yo, I gotta find a grocery store near me to get this big cookie. Holy shit. I love chocolate chip cookies. I love lots of cookies. I love most cookies. Cookies are kind of the best thing ever. I like weird cookies too. I mean, we're making molasses and gingerbread on Saturday, so of course I like weird cookies. There's a cookie that I can't say where it's from because it was made by the bakery. It was the bakery's specialty. And it's not a big grocery store chain. So their bakery made chocolate cookies with peanut butter frosting. They are still some of my favorite cookies I've ever had, and I want to go back and get them. And I hope the bakery still makes them. They're nowhere near me, but I really hope the bakery still makes them because they were so good. They were soft. They weren't the hard kind. They were like soft drop cookies, but chocolate with peanut butter icing. Oh my God. New Oreos are disappointing. They've been ruined. I did not know there were new Oreos. Oh. It was incredible. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it too. I'm so glad. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. I'm glad you got a good cookie. I'm glad. Idea for the monsters. They're partners in crime. Ooh. That makes me think of the Set It Off song. We're partners in crime. That makes me think of that song. I want to say spiders. I feel like spiders. Yes, you gotta try it? Okay, I'm gonna have to get one. You got drip? Do you mean my outfit? Like my outfit is fire? Because my outfit is fire. Now I'm making them based off the song? Yes, do it. The song is so good. I love Set It Off, so do I. Dadley, I love Set It Off too. Oh my gosh. We are partners in crime. I love Set It Off. They're great. They're a great like pop punk band. Some of their new stuff is pretty good too. It's going a little bit darker, a little bit harder rock, a little bit more punk. That's pretty good. Hungry Howie's Pizza has a big chocolate chip cookie as well. Ooh. Okay. Everybody's got these big chocolate chip cookies. Yo, I'm gonna have to get one. This is crazy. I'm really out here gonna have to get these big chocolate chip cookies because I really want one now. I don't know if I can wait until Saturday. I'm gonna be on Twisted Fate's live stream game tomorrow, and we're gonna be like supposed to be role playing, and the entire time all I'm gonna be thinking is cookies. I want cookies so badly. And then he's gonna like call on me to like try and pull me into the moment, and I'm not gonna have been paying attention. I'm gonna be like, yes, spooky mystery. Oh my God, y'all. The only Set It Off I know is the movie with Queen Latifah. Oh, interesting, Fox Daddy. Well, the rest of their music is good. The rest of their music is very good. I highly recommend it. I'm going to recommend the Brennan Lee Mulligan Oreo CEO sketch. Ooh, I've got to watch that. If it's Brennan Lee Mulligan, I have to watch it. He's a king. We love him. Do y'all want to know the train lore? Of course we want to know train lore. Lushy, I love lore of all kinds. Please give me your train lore. I am down for it. Let's go. Let's go all day, every day. I gotta go to bed. Good night, everyone. I work tomorrow. Good night, gal. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. We appreciate you. I hope I'll see you. If I don't see you tomorrow on Twisted Fate stream, which is totally fine, you guys. You don't have to show up. I hope I see you Saturday. Also, enjoy early birthday celebration. We'll see you Saturday on the baking stream. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night. Hell ye, hell ye. I'm excited for our Saturday, guys. Put it in the Discord and I'll be there. All right, all right, all right. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. I do have to put it in the Discord, don't I? I didn't even think about the fact that I never posted the Twisted Fates thing, did I? Damn. Let's see. I don't think I ever did post it. Oopsity poopsity. Schloopsity whoopsity. I kind of posted it, but I didn't really post a link to it. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's no biggie. I don't think we can interact too much with the chat. I think they affect stuff, but I don't think they, like I'm allowed to talk to them because I'm going to be acting, so I don't know if that's y'all's scene. But you can be if you want to. Speaking of lore, the other day I spent 3 to 4 hours learning Lethal Company lore. Lethal Company has lore? Besides just, like, gameplay or, like, gameplay tips and tricks or things like that, has actual lore? Crazy. Cookie Monster, literally too. I am a cookie monster. I love cookies. I will eat way too many in one sitting. Oh my gosh. Yes? Okay, that's interesting. I sent it in the Discord. I was talking to my friend Trenton. Oh, interesting, Lushy. Interesting. You're gonna have me go on a rant? Go for it, Seven. You want to tell us about Lethal Company lore? You absolutely may. I won't stop you. Go for it. Tell us about some Lethal Company lore. You got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to talk to us about Lethal Company lore, okay? That's how much time you got. And then our stream's done for the night. 20 minutes, huh? 20 minutes. Did I never change the category? No, the category's in chat. I don't know why Discord always wants to say that I'm like streaming video games when I'm not streaming video games, but I guess it's fine. Stupendium made a Lethal Company song. Ooh. Okay, we like fan songs. We can support fan songs. In the game, there are a handful of written logs made by a man from 1968 named Sigurd. Okay, so there are written logs by a man named Sigurd in 1968. Okay, got you. I'm following so far. That sounds like pretty basic, pretty regular logs. I think that's fine. So what else is the lore? Because you're gonna have to tell me. I'm about to bust out my game and play it for 20 minutes. Thunder, bring her through the ringer. Do 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 do. In the files, though not accessible in-game, there are more logs to be found. Oh. So, like, stuff that you're not supposed to be able to find while playing, it's like things that got left in there by, like, game devs and stuff. Okay, okay. My summary is prob's gonna be in no particular lore. Basically, yes. Okay. Okay, no worries. Tell us whatever you got. I don't think it has to be anything super, like, specific or trained. No particular order. Oh, I got you. Random, but I've now submitted 29 auditions on CCC. Let's go, Fox Daddy. That's amazing. Wait, good for you. I always feel so bad now because there's so many good projects on CCC, and I'm trying to do all these casting calls that are, like, through documents and not through CCC, and so I never have time to jump on Casting Call Club, even though I know there are good ones on there, you know what I mean? And there's so many that I want to audition for, and I don't have the energy. I don't have the time. I don't know, man. But what was some of the ones you did, Fox Daddy? What were some of the ones that were cool? Like, you know how we kind of do like everything and anything? What's one of the ones where you pulled it up and you were like, oh, this looks like fire. I actually really hope I get this. Because I want to know. I'm interested. I am interested in what it's like. It's 65 degrees in northern Michigan. Oh, that's too cold. That's way too cold. That is too cold. For normal people, that's a great temperature. For me, that's way too cold, especially in the middle of July. I like my shit in the 70s to 80s. In fact, 88.7 degrees Fahrenheit in here. It is 88.7 degrees Fahrenheit in this box. And I like my heat. I like it hot. I like it warm. I like this so much. But I'm also tiny, so I don't have, as they will say, a lot of meat on my bones to keep me warm. So that might be why I like the heat. Just kind of how it is. Sigurd and his crew report to the company via a phone. But according to Sigurd, it's easy to tell that the voice on the other side is somewhat automated and robotic sounding. Interesting. So this dude wrote logs and he's reporting to a company that he thinks is robot and not actual real people. Okay, I'm following you, Seven. I'm following this. It's crowded on CCC. So far, I've had 5 submissions dismissed, and I've only been cast in 1. That's not too bad, though, Fox Daddy. That's actually a pretty normal, if not good, ratio for auditions. Unfortunately, the ratio is like 1 to every 100. So that's honestly not a bad ratio for getting cast. But what projects have you liked, though? Even if you didn't get cast, what is the stuff where you're like, oh, man, that looks really cool? You know what I mean? It's 104 here? Lushy, do you not have air conditioning or anything? That's fucking crazy. That's way too hot. That is way too hot. 104 is way too hot to be living in. Absolutely not. I like heat. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Sun. I'm Mr. Green Christmas. I'm Mr. 101. Listen, even Heat Miser is at 101, not 104. That's crazy. Lore indeed, Dadley. Lore indeed. Later, Sigurd has his crewmate track the caller ID, only to find out that the caller is coming from the opposite side of the solar system rather than the company building. Interesting. Okay. So it's not coming from the place it's supposed to be. So someone's impersonating this. Okay. There was a role for a game demo. Ooh. The character was named Maxon. He has a southern-like accent, and I got upvotes for my performance. I really enjoyed that read. That's awesome, Fox Daddy. I love games and student thesis film animations. Those are my favorite ones to audition for. They're so wholesome and fabulous, and I love them. I like 60 degrees, if not less. More power to you, Lushy. More power to you. I'm just a girl whose only outfits are short shorts and crop tops and sheer clothing. So I like warm heat. I don't like cold. I've got 2 snoring dogs. It's time to pass out. Enjoyed one stream. Think about this. You popped my cherry for streams? Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, good night, too. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Feel free to stop by anytime. I'm live on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays now. Usually 9 p.m. So feel free and continue watching us if you want, but also do whatever you need. Have a good night, my friend. Have a good night. Sigurd and his crew find out that the company building, where you drop your scrap off, find out that there is a monster within the walls. Oh, there's a monster within the walls of the company building, okay? The thing that takes your loot. Oh, so you drop the stuff off and then a monster takes it. If he uses a walkie-talkie near the building, he can hear jumbled voices, which he describes as the sounds of my mother's mortar and pestle grinding spices. Interesting. Okay, so this dude in Lethal Company has figured out that the actual automated thing that is sending them on missions is not from the company. And the thing that's there when you drop off the company stuff is a monster within the walls taking it. And there's a bunch of jumbled, smashy, robotic voices. This is pretty interesting lore. I gotta be honest, I did not expect it to be this interesting. Like, genuinely, I did not expect it to be this interesting. Huh. Is there more to it? Or is this sort of like the end of the lore, that there's a monster or something that's there? That makes sense then, because I was watching someone play Lethal Company, and there was some sort of thing where if you move while the monster is taking your items, then you die. Like, while you're giving your items, if you move, then you die. You have to stay perfectly still. Which, that would explain it, because if there's a monster taking your items, that he would, like, kill you too. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night. Sigurd is told by the voices that an in-game legend known as the Golden Planet used to exist, but was eaten by the monster within the building. Okay, hold on. Wait, you're losing me here. So the voices that are in the wall, the bunch on top of each other, say that there is a legend known as Golden Planet. So kind of like a map or an answer sheet. Known as the Golden Planet, but it was eaten by the monster. Okay. What is like the answer sheet or the map to? Like, what is it a key for exactly? Because that doesn't make sense to me. So far, there hasn't been any mystery that they're like trying to figure out what means what. So what is the Golden Planet for? Like, does it tell a list of the planets in the solar system? Is that what we're running on? It's a legend? Oh, you're saying legend like myth, like story, like tall tale. I'm thinking legend like the thing on a map to tell you what the symbols mean. Oh, I got it. Okay, continue with the lore. Continue with the lore. I understand. It went over my head, but now I understand. Okay, so there is a golden planet, but the monster ate the golden planet. How did the monster eat a planet? And did people bring it to him at this facility in order for him to eat it? Because then how did people steal a planet? Huh. And if he ate a planet, why would he now be doing this at the facility? I'm gonna head out. It's nice to be back, though. Good night, y'all. Good night, Lushy. Thanks for stopping by. We were so glad to have you. We'll see you on Saturday. Yay, baking and bread. Good night, good night, good night. They took Pluto. Literally, Fox Daddy. I'm like, they just kind of took it. They just kind of stole it. How does that happen? How do you just steal the planet? How do you just eat the planet? This has got to be a big monster, right? Has to be a big monster sort of fucking around and finding out back here. Because I'm not sure how else you get a whole planet. You know what I mean? Huh. 7, I'm waiting. 7, you better give me the rest of the lore. I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you, 7. You got, hey, funny coincidence. You also have 7 minutes to give me the rest of the lore. And that's funny. That's pretty funny, actually. Sigurd, in his logs, theorizes that the monster in the building was trapped in the building. But later, theorizes again that it was instead hiding. Oh, it's hiding from something, huh? Fuck, not enough time. You better hurry up. You're down to 6 minutes, Seven. You better hurry up. Type faster. Voice to text. Oh, Lord. So he thought the monster was trapped, and now he thinks it's hiding. See, I would not have thought either one. I would have thought the monster, like, chose to be in this space and to eat the food. But I guess if the monster isn't the voice that's talking to the people working the company, then that means something else would have to be doing it for him. So he'd have to be in, like, cahoots or something with whatever that voice is if he was, like, running a scheme versus hiding and eating the things or being trapped and eating the things. This is interesting. I am interested in this lore. I am, in fact, interested in this lore. I'm waiting for more of the lore. Sigurd and his crew continue their journey, and it's then revealed that when an employee dies on a mission, they are quickly replaced by the company. Right, because I remember watching a gameplay video where if somebody dies, you can bring their body back to get the money and have the thing eat it. Okay. An employee dies on a mission, they're replaced by the company. Now we have to do a team stream of the game with Rachel. Lore stream night. I love that. I love that, Fox Daddy. We all hop on and play it. No grief time given either. Got you, got you. Somebody dies and they're replaced. Okay. Boy, they sure have a lot of people that are willing to just take roles at this company, but okay. So they're just replaced. Okay, I see. Okay. Interesting. I'm waiting for more lore. You now have 4 minutes left. I'm interested in this lore. I'm also trying to see who we're gonna raid early. So that we are prepared. Instead of waiting and keeping you guys extra time. Let's see. It's then implied that the way the company works with its crew is just to have them go on forever and ever until the original crew dies out and is replaced by a whole different set of people. Oh. So it's like Amazon, where they just keep replacing people as much as possible. We have to distract Rachel to give Seven more time? Never. 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left for the lore drop. 3 minutes. That's all you got, is 3 minutes left. 'Cause once you were geeky and nerdy, now you got a body like a Maserati. That little fucking TikTok piece is stuck in my head. This curl really just wants to not stay on its side, huh? Oh well, is what it is. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Seven. How much do you have left, Seven? You better tell me how much you have left. Later, Sigurd dies. His brother and crewmate writes the final log, explaining he would be inscribing the logs into code of their computers so they can't be wiped. Ooh, interesting. Okay, and that's how people can get these logs. That's pretty cool. I like that lore. Is there any more? Is that it? 500 plus years into the present day of Lethal Company. Oh, so they've been doing this a long time. Whatever this monster is hiding from, whatever this weird automated company is replacing people very quickly for, they've been doing this for a long time. Oh my goodness. Pressed enter too soon? That's okay, we got it. Is that it? Is that all the lore? Because that's pretty cool. Oh God, you're alive. I mean, thank God you're alive. Literally, Theta. That is literally what these workers are doing. Oh my goodness. In the ship, when the players first start, there is a sticky note next to the computer saying, "You're in deep. Access files Sigurd." Ooh, cool. I love that. I love games that are like fun and dandy and you can play with all your friends and you can have a good time. But they do have like some sort of plot or some sort of lore for the people who want to go looking. If the player types Sigurd, it shows all the available logs. Cool. Well, that's really cool, Seven. I like that. I like that a lot. Thank you for giving me all that info dump lore. I really like that. I love when we do that kind of jazz. And we just sort of share all the cool, because I get to do that to you guys. So I really like it when you do it back to me. Because I talk to you guys about linguistics and theater and plays and stupid stuff all the time, and you guys are here for it. So I like you giving it back to me. It's nice because then I get to be here for it. There's an implied or referenced Food Preservation Act. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. All right, well, we have hit midnight, which, although I would love to continue, because I have to be live tomorrow this week, I'm going to cut us off. I think when I was looking at our raids, I was looking at Who is Chelsea, who is a lovely streamer. They're very cool, very fun. And right now they're playing Limbo, which is a fire game if you guys have never seen it or played it. Good night, Seven. Good night, good night. Thank you for all the lore. I appreciate you. And I think it'd be cool to hop over there because Limbo is very horror-y and in that vein. So I'm going to set off our raid. If you can join, that's cool. We can peace out right after. After? What? After? If I see you tomorrow, amazing. But if I see you Saturday, that's our baking stream. I hope you bake with me. You join me. And happy birthday to everyone in July. I'll send you video link for lore. Amazing, Seven. All right, guys. Let's get this raid going. Let's call it a night. And I love y'all. Thank you for spending time with me. Go bye, go bye.